armchair.
There's something kind of about a kid that's never played baseball.
You can't drink like me, you can't smoke like me. So don't try and be like me. Let's party together.
Baseball is a beautiful thing. It's more beautiful in an old park. It's asymmetrical and quirky. But even in a dome with artificial turf, it's beautiful. The way the field fans out, the choreography of the sport, the pace and rhythm of it. The fact that that pace and rhythm allows for conversation and reflection and opinion and comparison.
In right field, the crowd is tormenting Strawberries, singing Darryl, Darryl. Little roller up along first, behind the man. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win.
And there's a fly ball deep to left. It's on its way. There it goes, and the Yankees are going to the World Series. Aaron Boone.
Ground ball stabbed by Folk. He has it. He underhands to first for the first time in 86 years. The Red Sox have won baseball world championship. Can you believe it?
It's a pastime, something you do. It's entertainment, something you watch. And it's a shared experience, something you talk about and read about. But you can apply those same three criteria to other things. What makes baseball special is that it's the best game that's ever been devised.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. Sure as God made green apples, someday the Chicago Cubs are going to be in the World Series. A little bouncer slowly toward Bryant. He will glove it in front of Rizzo. It's in time. And the Chicago Cubs win the World Series. Cubs win. What a lucky break. The good Lord wants the Cubs to win.
How can you not be romantic about baseball?
If baseball is about caring, about loyalty and rivalry.
Braves fans are on their feet hoping for some kind of a bleeder or a seeing-eye single. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball hit high and deep down the right field line. It's going back, back, back. Is it fair? Is it zip, boom, bam, it's gone. Ram-a-lam-a ding dong, a 3-run shot, and your Atlanta Braves have taken a 1-run lead. She's gone, baby!
There's a very peaceful thing. It was created and played in pastures and meadows. There's grass, there's outdoors, there's everything that people thought was American and feel about America you get in a ballpark. And it's the wonder of walking through that dark tunnel and seeing a huge open space where men play the little boy's game.
I believe in the Church of Baseball. I've tried all the major religions and most of the minor ones. I know things. For instance, there are 108 beads in a Catholic rosary and there are 108 stitches in a baseball. I prefer metaphysics to theology. You see, there's no guilt in baseball, and it's never boring. It's a long season and you gotta trust it. I've tried them all, I really have. And the only church that truly feeds the soul day in, day out is the Church of Baseball.
Touch 'em all, Joe. You'll never hit a bigger home run in your life.
High fly ball into right field. She is gone.
Swung line drive left field. 1 run is in. Here comes Reed. Here's the throw to the plate. He is safe.
You're in Braves country. If there's a bigger thing going on right now, I don't know what it is. We're down to one strike here. Gurriel, the last hope for the Houston Astros. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, bounced over to Dansby. Dansby fires it over to first. And here comes the dog pile. Fire the cannons in the battery. Do the chop all throughout Braves country. Pop that top. Your Atlanta Braves have won it all!
Here's a list of the players we'll be inviting to camp.
I never heard of half of these guys. And the ones I do know are way past their prime.
Most of these guys never had a prime.
This guy here is dead.
Cross him off, then.
The local press seems to think we'd save everyone a lot of time and
trouble if we just went out and shot ourselves.
We got uniforms and everything.
You know, you might think about taking Jesus Christ as your savior instead of fooling around with all this stuff.
I like him very much. He no help with curveball.
You trying to say Jesus Christ can't hit a curveball?
But I'll tell you, these fans are great. Listen to them. Hey, way to go, Rick. All of Ohio loves you. Come on, baby. Come on, Ricky. Come on, Ricky.
The game doesn't stink. It's a great game.
You know, one of the best things about being an ex-big leaguer is getting freebies to the game. Call the front office, bingo. And once these fans recognize me, I probably won't even have to pay for my life here. Down in front! I love them. Good seats, huh? You're in the wrong seat, buddy. Come on. Oh, I must be in the front row. Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We direct your attention now to home plate.
Please remain standing. We call your attention to our bands here today. They will be jointly directed. And now, another fixture. Our national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we once were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to introduce today's teams as participants in this historic game.
Play ball! Good seats, hey, buddy? He missed the tag! He missed the tag!
Hey, baseball fans. Mac McGee here for the BCR. Make sure to subscribe and become a member today. All offseason, we have a jam-packed schedule to keep you entertained and informed during the MLB offseason. Weekly shows like MLB Today, and for you country club members, Braves Country Today, going over the world of baseball, how it affects all teams, including the Atlanta Braves. Once Upon a Pastime series, Thursday nights, we'll take a deep dive on the history of this great game. And on Friday nights, Braves Country Theater, we're going to turn back the clock and bring you historic games from the past. We'll bring you a game from yesteryear. That's Braves Country Radio, the BCR. Coming this spring, a jam-packed loaded spring training schedule, wall-to-wall coverage of Major League Baseball. Pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play, the Atlanta Braves, and our out-of-town doubleheaders. American League, National League, we'll see you there for the classic call of the great game of baseball.
There need be no additional descriptive words used today. This is the World Series, and this is the game. Today, we find the winner taking the jewels, taking the title, and being the champion of all baseball. Another bright, brilliant fall afternoon here in Yankee Stadium with the temperature in the high 60s, the sun shining. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The mantle of greatness, which is being held by only fate alone, waiting for Johnny Padres to step in and have it hoisted on his shoulders. Now he looks into Roy Campanella. Nobody on, 2 out. The Dodgers leading 2-0. Johnny Padres into his windup in the 2-2 pitch. A let-up curve, a ground ball to the left side. Pee Wee Reese has it. The throw to first, and he's out. And the Dodgers win by a score of 2-0.
There have been numerous heroics tonight, both sides. The 1-0 delivery to Fisk. He swings, long drive, left field. If it stays fair, it's gone. Home run! The Red Sox win! And the series is tied 3 games apiece.
Carlton Fisk get a 1-0 pitch. They're jamming out on the field. His teammates are waiting for him. The ball hit the foul pole, and the Red Sox have sent the World Series into Game 7.
The never say die Arizona Diamondbacks trying to win the World Series in Game 7 in the 9th inning. Rivera ready. Bell is that winning run at third. All the Yankee infielders and outfielders are in. Gonzalez digs into the plate, the stretch, and the 0-1 delivery. And a little blooper. Base hit! Diamondbacks win! They're the world champions! Gonzalez did it!
Bounces one back to Folk. He jumps up to get it. Runs toward first. Underhands to Minkevich. And the World Series is over. And the wait is over. After 86 years, the Boston Red Sox are the champions of the baseball world. The Red Sox begin the celebration here in St. Louis. They have swept the Cardinals. They have won 8 consecutive postseason games after being 3 outs away from elimination against the Yankees. The Boston Red Sox have come all the way back to are the champions of the world.
First pitch on the way, swung on, and that ball is blasted deep into the night, and Freddie Freeman, zip, boom, bam, it's gone. Rama-lama, ding-dong, a grand salami, and Freddie Freeman walks off Nestor Cortez. 6-3 your score. Wow! The first pitch, ding-dong, that pitch was dead. Holy cow! He was sitting dead red, and Freddie Freeman steals the show on a game for the ages. If there's a bigger thing going on right now, I don't know what it is.
Armchair.
On a beer? 7 o'clock in the morning. Scotch?
Hey, howdy, hi, and how the hell are you? Welcome to October, boys and girls, here on Braves Country Radio. You're listening live as we march closer to crowning a champion for 2025. I'm Mac McGee. It's time to put it all aside and get ready for what should be a great day in Major League Baseball. We'll go over the lineups as the game goes on. Make sure to like and subscribe and become a member today. Jump in the chat. Tell us where you hail from, as roll call is on the way. Buckle up, boys and girls. It's time for pitch by pitch, play by play, the classic call of Major League Baseball. Here are your starting lineups for today's action. Leading off for the Los Angeles Dodgers, the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. 282 average, 55 home runs, 102 RBI, 20 stolen bases. Batting second, behind the plate, Will Smith. 17 home runs, 61 RBI, 2 stolen bases, batting .296. Freddie Freeman, batting third, playing first. 24 home runs, 90 RBI, 6 stolen bases, batting .295. Batting cleanup, Mookie Betts. He's at short. 20 home runs, 82 RBI, 8 stolen bases, batting .258. Teoscar Hernandez batting fifth and in right field. He's got a .247 average with 25 home runs, 89 RBI, 5 stolen bases. Max Muncy batting sixth and at third. 19 home runs, 67 RBI, 4 stolen bases, batting .243. Kike Hernandez is batting seventh and in left field. He's got 10 home runs, 35 RBI, a .203 average. Tommy Edman in center field for the Los Angeles Dodgers with 13 home runs, 49 RBI, 3 stolen bases, batting .225. And Miguel Rojas is at second base and batting ninth. 7 home runs, 27 RBI, 5 stolen bases, batting .262. On the mound for the Los Angeles Dodgers, it's Yoshi Yamamoto Day. He's 3-1 with a shiny 1.57 ERA and a .73 whip here in the postseason. 28 innings, 26 strikeouts, 17 hits allowed, 4 walks, 2 home runs served. He'll be going head-to-head with Kevin Gausman, who's 2-2 with a 2.55 ERA and a .93 whip. 24 innings, 18 strikeouts, 14 hits allowed, 9 walks, and 4 home runs given up. Backing up Gaussman in the bottom of the first inning, leading off the designated hitter. He's back. It's George Springer. 32 home runs, 84 RBI, 18 stolen bases, batting .209. Nathan Lukes is batting second and in left field. 12 home runs, 65 RBI, 2 stolen bases, batting .255. Batting third, playing first, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 23 home runs, 84 RBI, 6 stolen bases, batting .292 on the 2025 season. The cleanup man will be playing second base. It's Bo Bichette. 18 home runs, 94 RBI, 4 stolen bases, batting .311. Dalton Varsho patrolling center field for the Blue Jays. 20 home runs, 55 RBI, 2 stolen bases, batting .238. And Alejandro Kirk is batting fifth and behind the plate. 15 homers, 76 RBI, a .282 clip, 1 stolen base. Addison Barger is batting seventh and in right. 21 home runs, a .243 average, 74 RBI, 4 stolen bases. Ernie Clement is batting eighth and playing third. 9 home runs, 50 RBI, 6 stolen bases, batting .277. And Andres Jimenez is batting ninth and playing short. 7 home runs, 35 RBI, 12 stolen bases, batting .210. Calling balls and strikes behind home plate for Game 6 of the World Series, it's Adam Hamari. Your first base umpire, Will Little. Second base will be manned by Adrian Johnson, and down the third base line, it's Mark Wegner. Left field corner, John Tupain, and tucked into right, it's Alan Porter. The Dome is expected to be closed tonight as it's 45 degrees at first pitch with the wind howling left to right at 23 miles an hour. The Los Angeles Dodgers are minus 133 on the money line, Toronto plus 123. The over-under is 7.5. Our pick to click tonight for the Los Angeles Dodgers side, we'll take Max Muncy, 7 for 21 lifetime versus Kevin Gaussman with 4 home runs, all solo shots. And on the Blue Jays side, very small sample size. The only time they've seen Yamamoto was in game number 2 of this series, and he was brilliant. Going out on a bit of a limb here, but we're going to take George Springer. He was 1 for 3 versus Yamamoto with a strikeout, but everybody struck out that faced him in the order tonight, except for Bichette, who was 0 for 1, and Clement, who was 1 for 3. And this game feels like it's going to be the under. 7.5 seems like a low number. When you look at these two guys and how well they pitch, this is the second time seeing these offenses, so they're more likely to click a little bit. But the main number we're going to pick tonight, give me the under in the first 5 innings of 4.5. Put your click in the chat, slap that like, and let's get ready. This could be the final game of the Major League season for 2025. And if so, we'll hang around with you for a bit, crack a cold one, and cheers the season that was. If not, we'll see you for Game 7 and do the same for whoever wins the winner take all. Whoever wins this series, this has been a hell of a World Series, and the loser better not hang their head. It's been a pleasure bringing all these games to you for the entire postseason and the World Series. We look forward to the 2026 season, where we're going to bring you more pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play on the out-of-town doubleheaders. Hope to see more of y'all for 2026 on opening day. And don't forget, we're here for spring training and the World Baseball Classic.
Get this bus moving. Stop. Come back. Too late.
Roll call! Yeah, roll call!
Good evening, everybody. .3D is on the way. As soon as it comes on, we'll bring it on to you. Pitch by pitch, play by play. Let's see what we got in the chat. Scrolling back to the roll call line. See Royal PETA. She's in the club. Welcome to the club. I believe it was Lisa. Welcome in. Saw that in the middle of the pregame.
else do we have in here? Andrew, good to see you. Stevie Z is in the club. Uncle Charlie, good to see you. Good to see you back. I know we had some technical difficulties. That couldn't have been intentional, I guarantee you. You got caught up in the swarm of the bots that are trying to steal everybody's info. So when it was deleted, it probably just got swept up in that. We do apologize. That's why everybody needs to follow us on X, on Braves Country X. If we ever have an issue like that, just shoot us a DM. We'll get it figured out for you. Lazy Days in here. Good to see you. We've also got a Facebook page that you can do that as well if you're not on X. So Braves Country Radio on Facebook as well. John. Shroncy. Who else do we have in here? This thing's starting to jump on me. Cherie. Mark. Scott. From Hickory, North Carolina. T.Y. I'm assuming that's Ty. Sirius B. Trina. Brandon McCarthy. Good to see y'all. See if we got anybody else. I think we got to hit the break real quick. We haven't said your name. Jump into the chat. Sean, Robert, PJ, good to see you. PJ in the club. We'll be right back in a flash. Pitch by pitch, play by play. First pitch should be just in a few moments here in Toronto, Canada, and we'll kick the 3D in when they kick it in. Braves Country, Mac McGee here for American Rebel Beer. America's patriotic light lager, all natural ingredients. Stand tall, be proud. The perfect beer to celebrate life, liberty, and your pursuit of the American dream. America's patriotic light lager, offering a crisp, clean, bold taste. Perfect beer to celebrate life, liberty, and your pursuit of the American dream. A beer with only 110 calories that tastes like a full-flavored beer and celebrates like freedom. Hey Braves Country, this is Mac McGee with Braves Country Radio. We are bringing you pitch by pitch, play by play of your Atlanta Braves all year long. Join the Country Club today. Help support Braves Country Radio. Join the Country Club today. It helps us bring you more of the game we all love. Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Hey Braves Country, Mac McGee here for American Rebel Beer. From the mountains to the prairies to your pint glass with white foam, we're bringing back beer with a backbone. All that matters in our brew is taste and a touch of American excellence. American Rebel Beer, born in the USA.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the radio news.
Sit quietly and we will control all that you see and hear. There is nothing wrong. You are about to participate in a great adventure. You are about to experience the awe and mystery.
You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension, a dimension of sound, a dimension of sight, a dimension of mind. You're moving into a land of both things and ideas. You've just crossed over into
Adventures in Time and Space.
We offer you Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball.
Hi, folks. Join us now for another Braves ball game. Yes, sir. This is the one we've been waiting for. This is it. This makes you feel like it's spring and baseball, no more measles, and free tickets to the circus.
You're in Braves country.
This is a reminder, disorderly conduct will not be tolerated. Please respect your fellow fan and refrain from any unruly behavior. Failure to comply with these guidelines will result in ejection.
Los Angeles Dodgers are wearing their road grays. Dodgers across the chest in Dodger blue. LA on the side of their jersey interlocking in Dodger blue. Dodger blue ball caps and the white A interlocking on the front of the cap. Dodgers across the chest and the numbers in red underneath. And the Toronto Blue Jays are wearing their sky blue top to bottom. Blue Jays across the chest, stenciled in blue. Blue ball cap, light blue bill with the classic Toronto Blue Jay logo. Of course, the red maple leaf representing the nation of Canada. Dodgers will be grabbing the sticks first. It'll be Shohei Ohtani. He'll be followed by Will Smith and Freddie Freeman, in case you missed the lineups earlier. Left to right across the outfield for the Bluebirds. It's going to be Luke's Varsho and Barger in right field.
You're in Braves country.
Left to right around the horn, it'll be Clement, Jimenez. Bo Bichette is playing second tonight. He's not the designated hitter because George Springer is back. And Vladimir Guerrero Jr. at first. Captain Kirk behind the plate and Gaussman on the bump. With the Blue Jays tonight, on the bump will be Gaussman. He's a three-pitch pitcher nowadays. Heavily leans on the four-seamer at 54% and the splitter at 38%. He'll also mix in a slider at about 9% of the time. He used to throw a change and used to throw a sweeper, but no longer does. Blue Jays lead this series 3-2. We put up in the chat, do you think the series goes 7? If so, do the Dodgers or Blue Jays win it? If not, that would mean that the Blue Jays win it tonight. So we have all three options. We'll leave that up there for about an hour or so and figure out where everybody stands. Hope everybody's having a good evening. I know it's Halloween, so I know you got a lot of trick-or-treaters. You'll be mixing that in with trying to watch the ball game, but we've had a pretty decent amount of them here tonight. As we get set, a little bit of a delay as has been for this entire World Series. They've been listing it at 8 o'clock, but that's really just, it's been tending to come in around the 8:08. We're at 8:06 Eastern time. I expect it to start in the next few minutes, a couple of minutes or so. It's been routinely getting started, not counting Game 1 and Game 3 when they introduced the teams to the crowd for the first time. They've been getting started at about somewhere between 8:08 and 8:10. As we get set, it's going to be an interesting matchup here tonight because you've got the rematch of Gausman versus Yamamoto, and they went toe-to-toe until Gausman hit that 7th inning and then gave up a couple of dingers. But other than that, it was a great matchup. Now this is going to be the second time for both offenses seeing each other, and it's going to be all about the adjustments made by both pitchers. Yamamoto has been phenomenal in this postseason. Can he do it again? Or does he prove to be human? And if the Blue Jays get an early lead, you expect them to be extremely aggressive with their bullpen. The Dodgers are going to be looking to try to ride Yamamoto, assuming all is going well. But if he starts struggling for some unknown reason, he's been really good, so I'm not expecting the type. But if so, Dave Roberts has no choice other than to go grab him, because it's do or die. It is interesting that Rojas is playing second tonight, and they've moved Tommy Edman into center field. Edman had been playing second base this entire postseason pretty much. We're just about set for pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play. Game number 6 of the World Series. We'll try to line up the audio with the video as best we can in the beginning. It's usually a bumpy ride here in the postseason. They've got so many different things that are going on that it's much different than the regular season. It usually is a much easier ride in the regular season, but we'll get it. Gausman firing his final warm-up tosses. We will lift the screen. If you're following along with TV at home, their percentages they just put on the screen are wrong. I think they're going off of what he's been using in the postseason. In the regular season, it was the numbers that I gave him. We are just about set. Shohei Ohtani digs in. Pitch by pitch, play by play. Yes, sir. It is baseball time in October. And Gausman comes and brings it. The first pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Righty-lefty matchup on deck. Smith, Freddie in the hole. Infield back into the right. The 0-1. Kicks and fires. Splitter off the edge. It's 0-2. So an 0-2 count. Ohtani steps out for a second. The 0-2 splitter misses outside wide, 1-2. So a 1-2 count. Nothing your score. If you're just joining us, we're just getting started. Gausman looking in. He's gone splitter to start the game. And the 1-2, that ball is down and away. 2-2. The 2-2. KG looks in and brings it. Swing, fouls it back. We'll do it again. So a 2-2. Mookie Betts is down to the 4 spot tonight. They flip-flopped him and Freddie from game number 5. The 2-2 pitch. Swing, bangs that foul. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and there's one away. One up, one down, and that brings Will Smith to the plate. Will Smith moved up to the number 2 spot a couple of games ago. First pitch to Smith is swung on, chopped over towards third, and it's going to just roll foul. He'll make his way back down to home plate. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Kicks and fires. Slider off the plate. It's 1-1. So 1-1 count. Nothing, your score. Standing on deck is Freddie Freeman. Mookie Betts is in the hole. Toronto can bring home their first World Championship since 1993 with the win tonight. 1-1, swing and a miss. Splitter down and in, it's 1-2. So 1-2. Pitch down and in, Splitter rolls away. Two and 2. 2-2 count. Infield back into the left. The outfield is deep and straight away. The pitch on the way. Kicks and fires. Swing. Hammers that down the left field line, but that's going to just go foul. The 2-2. KG bouncing back and forth with that red glove. He looks in, brings it. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 strikeouts, 2 batters. So far, so good for Gausman. That'll bring Freddie Freeman to the plate. Freeman batting .250 in this World Series. First pitch on the way is a 4-seamer inside. Right there for a ball, it's 1-0. 1-0. Swing. Fouls it back. 1-1. So 1-1 count. As trick-or-treaters come to the door. Pitch on the way. Swing. And a miss. Splitter off the edge. The 1-2. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Kevin Gausman, how about this? Strikes out the side to start the inning, start the game. We'll be back in a flash. Yamamoto's turn when we return.
I wouldn't even be here. I could be in another country this afternoon if I wanted to. I got friends who can create false passports.
All right, I apologize for my client, Your Honor.
Apologize for your client. Don't apologize for me. I didn't rob no bank, okay? I don't want everyone in here thinking I'm some kind of bank robber, okay? I don't need the money. I'm a drug dealer.
They had played 9 years together, and Big Papi never knew Dustin Pedroia's name.
He called me Pee-wee.
Catcher comes over to me and goes, "Hey, what's up, Dustin?" I go, "Hey, what's up, man?" David walks over and goes, "What'd he call you?" And I go, "What?" He goes, "What'd he call you?" I said, "Dustin." He goes, "Well, why'd he call you that?" I go, "That's my name." He goes, "Oh, is that right?" I'm like, "Yeah, bro. I played 1,600 games with you. They've actually said it 5,000 times. Now batting, number 15, Dustin Pedroia." And he goes, "I thought it was Pee-wee." And I'm looking at him, I'm like, "You thought my parents would name me Pee-wee?"
Armchair.
After the 1934 season, Babe Ruth toured Japan with an all-star team. 500,000 fans turned out in Tokyo to cheer the mythic hero they called Babu Rusu. Babe's big bulk, reported the New York Times, today blotted out such unimportant things as international squabbles over oil and navies. "We like to believe," said the Sporting News, "that countries having a common interest in a great sport would rather fight it out on the diamond than on the battlefield." The Americans won 17 of 18 games. Ruth hit 13 home runs. But in one game, a high school boy named E.G. Sawamura struck out Ruth, Charlie Gehringer, Lou Gehrig, and Jimmy Fox before the Americans managed to get a single winning run. Sawamura became a national hero, and the tour sparked the formation of the first Japanese professional league.
Nothing, your score. We head to the bottom of the first inning. Springer, Lukes, and Guerrero due up. Righty-righty matchup to start it off. Yamamoto, he'll be backed up with Kike Hernandez, Edman, Teoscar Hernandez, left to right across the outfield, and around the horn left to right as Yamamoto looks in, kicks and fires. Fastball right down the pipe, taken for a strike all the way from Springer. Back for the first time in a long time, it's 0-1. Missed most of this week after pulling a muscle in his back mid-swing. Is he 0-1? Swing and a miss, splitter. It's 0-2. He fell off the plate there, stumbled around, so I'm sure they're going to be paying attention to that. He's going to try to gut it out, but you also don't want a guy who's injured up there swinging a bat because he's not going to do you a lot of good. Left to right around the horn, it'll be Muncy, Mookie, Rojas, and Freddie Smith behind the plate. Is the pitch on the way? Foul ball, curve. 1-2. 1-2 count as we move the screen so you can see a little better view of everything going on. Yamamoto kicks and fires. They go around. He did not. That'll even up the count at 2-2. So what you've seen so far is splitter, four-seam curve, and then the splitter. The 2-2. Just got a piece of that one. Do it again. 2-2 count. Infield back into the left, outfield deep and straight away. Wind up the pitch. Swung on, chopped over towards short. Mookie's got it, flips it to Freddie. And Springer was busted down the line, but he'll be out on a 6-3 putout, one away. One up, one down, and Nathan Lukes, the left-handed bat, comes to the plate. First pitch on the way is a four-seam fastball. Right there for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Pitch swung on. That ball is going to be chopped through the infield, and that's going to get out to left field, and that's through for a base hit. It went under the glove of Muncy. Another poor defensive play by Muncy, and the Blue Jays have one on and one out. One on, one out. We'll pull the screen back so you can get a better view of what's going on. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch is right there on the outer edge. Called for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. High and inside. Not quite high, but it was inside 1-1. So a 1-1 count. Kicks and fires, swing, chops it over to third. That's going to be a 5-4-3 inning-ending double play. So Muncy rebounds and a good defensive 5-4-3 gets him out of the jam. We'll head to the second inning. 0-0 your score. Dodgers grab the bats when we return.
I don't know which one of y'all need to hear this, but just because you got your taxes back don't mean you could call out of work. You need to take your ass to work. We grown. We got responsibilities. You could spend that money on whatever you want. Just take your ass to work.
Throughout baseball history, there's been a wide variety of colorful personalities. And then there's Joe Charbonneau. When he was younger, he made money participating in bare-knuckle fights. In his rookie season, he took the league by storm and won Rookie of the Year after batting .289 with 23 home runs and drove in 87. Stories about him both on and off the field are legendary. He never wasted money on bottle openers. He would just use his eye sockets to open the bottle. He was never one for doctors, once fixing his broken nose with pliers and stitching up a cut with fishing line. During a spring training game in Mexico, a random stranger attacked him with a pen. A song named after him called Go Joe Charbonneau reached number 4 on the 45s chart in Cleveland. As fast as his star rose, it quickly burned out after a series of back injuries limited him to just 70 games in his last 2 seasons.
He was comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. He was a good two-strike hitter. A lot of hitters aren't comfortable with 2 strikes, you know. Then they go into emergency mode. They don't want to strike out. That used to be the old mindset. Nowadays, as Pete said, they go up there hacking. That's a pitcher's dream, is a guy that...
Atlanta had 4 guys on their team last year struck out over 150 times. Now, we all know Mike Trout. He struck out 184 times last year. He was MVP in the American League.
I will say that I've had thrills before, number of them. Something like hitting a home run in Chicago that time. The Lord was with me when I called the shots. I can't go on forever. Somebody's got to take my shoes and take my place. But you can bet your sweet life that I won't play until I drop, but I'll play until I damn near drop. Thank you.
Mookie Betts is going to lead it off here as we start the top of the second inning. You get a righty-righty matchup. He digs in. First pitch on the way, swung on, fouled down the third base line. It's 0-1. Infield back into the left. The 0-1. Swing. Over the top of that one, it's 0-2. The 0-2. Splitter down and in. Just got a piece of that one. We'll do it again. Dodgers nothing, Blue Jays nothing. Top of the second inning. Good to see everybody here and on the BCR. Could be our last game. Last game that counts until March. The 0-2 misses high, 1-2. 1-2 count. He's gone splitter, splitter, splitter. Then with the four seam, the 1-2, swung on, fouled back. We'll do it again. Living on that splitter early. Gausman comes set. Betts digs in. The 1-2 offering. Swing. Chops it over towards third. And Clement, kind of a low looping throw. Not a great one, but Vladdy stayed with it. It'll be a 5-3. One away. Clement even kind of looked over at Vladdy. He said it without saying it. It was like, man, that was close. You got to step into that. He kind of sidearmed it. I wouldn't say he didn't step into it, but he sidearmed it, and you're just asking for the ball to get away that way. Righty-righty matchup. Teoscar Hernandez, four-seam fastball, swing and a miss. It's 0-1. The 0-1. First time through the order for the Dodgers. Kicks and fires, swing, fouls it away. 1-1. Excuse me, 0-2. 0-2 count. Max Muncy stands on deck. Still trying to get everything lined up here. I think we're pretty close. Now I'm trying to deal with the radio side of it. The 0-2. Gausman delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Strikeout number 4 on the night by Gausman. Wow. 2 down. I believe his over-under was 5.5. I didn't look at it late because we were doing all this stuff for Halloween, so all my normal checks kind of went out the window when the trick-or-treaters started going by. I'm kind of curious if y'all are getting a lot of trick-or-treaters in your neighborhood, or it's not as busy as it has been in years past, but we've had a decent amount of treaters. First pitch on the way is a four-seamer right there at the knees. To Max Muncy, it's 0-1. Righty-lefty matchup, the 0-1. Drops it in there. Splitter. This is down below. Good take by Muncy. 1-1. One count. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. Splitter off the plate. 1-2. That thing is working tonight so far. course, we expected a low-scoring game with these two starting pitchers. Very different types of pitchers. Yamamoto, much more of a power pitcher, whereas Gausman tries to change it inside, outside, up and down as the 1-2's in the dirt, 2-2. Two count. Nothing, your score. Gausman brings it. Swing, rifles it back foul. We'll do it again. Yeah, I didn't expect me to come out to your house there, Brian. You probably got bodies buried and everything. The 2-2. Down and in. Ball 3-2. Full count now. Muncy trying to work his way aboard. Dodgers still without a base runner. Gausman with 4 strikeouts. The infield back into the right. The pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Kevin Gausman has struck out 5 of the first 6 batters he's faced. Ironically, the only one that didn't strike out was Mookie Betts. We'll be back in a flash because he has been in a slump. It's 0-0. The Blue Jays grab the sticks when we return.
So we pull up our canoe, and there are like 400 Indians with arrows aimed right at us. I'm starting to freak a little.
Actually, it was probably closer to 300.
Okay, thanks, Clark. So I say, we come in peace.
Well, no offense, but it was actually Sacagawea who said that.
Right. Well, luckily we brought plenty of beaver furs.
Pelts.
Do you want to tell the story, Clark?
Here is the time that Babe Ruth fought the wall, and the wall won. July 5th, 1924. In Ruth's first at bat, he slapped a double to right field that moved leadoff hitter Whitey Witt to third. In the fourth, with 2 outs and a runner on third base, Senators first baseman Joe Judge connected on a pitch that went down the right field line. Seeing this, Ruth sprinted to the left, hoping to end the Senators' scoring opportunity. As the ball dropped foul into the crowd, bam! Ruth ran full force into the wall and dropped unconscious to the grass. Immediately, both the Yankees trainer and uniformed police hurried to the Babe's aid. At first, they thought he had hit his chin on the concrete, but they soon discovered that he had been knocked out by a jolt in the solar plexus. He also hurt his left leg at the hip. Ruth would eventually come to after 5 long minutes. Aside from the noticeable limp, you would never know he was hurt. In his next at-bat, in the top of the 6th, he would double off the center field wall. Ruth would finish 3 for 3, and the Yankees would go on to win the first game 2-0. After the final out of the second game, Ruth was diagnosed with a bruised pelvic bone. Despite the news, he wouldn't miss any time, and he would go 3 for 4 and belt his 22nd home run of the season the very next day.
Ruth's Far Eastern tour was a triumph. When he got back, he learned that the Yankees, team that he had built, had decided to dispense with his services and had no intention of making him a manager. He turned down an offer to run their best farm team as beneath his dignity. Instead, he joined the worst club in the National League, the Boston Braves, lured by a vague promise of becoming manager the following season. The Braves never really meant to give him the manager's job. The main hope was that his mere presence would boost receipts.
Welcome back. Well, this is the first year that my wife has been able to be home for the Halloween trick-or-treats in quite some time. So yeah, we made sure to get the good stuff. Good Lord, there's all kinds of porn butts showing up. Hopefully no one got caught up in that one. It's not showing that they didn't. So she hasn't been able to be home for, as we start the bottom of the second inning. Bo Bichette leads us off. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch on the way from Yamamoto is right down the pipe, four-seam fastball. It's a 1-1. She typically was working in years past and wouldn't get off work till about 9 o'clock, about the time that they're ending the trick-or-treating. So she got a chance to actually do it this year. That's a 0-1. In the dirt, 1-1. So we dressed the puppies up. I put that on the screen. I'll do it again here at the break with the Scarecrow and Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz. Is the 1-1 right there on the outer edge. It's 1-2. 1-2 count. She dressed up as the Tin Man, and I had the Lion mane on. I was darting back and forth because I was trying to get ready for the broadcast, but I was trying to help her out, basically holding the dogs back to keep them from darting out into traffic. Because they get excited when they see all the kids in the costumes. But she also got them these glow sticks. She got a ton of them for really cheap and giving it out to the kids, the glow sticks and the candy. First pitch to Varsho is taken all the way, curve down below the knees. It's 1-0. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Splitter. Over the top, it's 1-2. But at first she had gotten these, the little, tiny little candies, and I was like, man, you haven't had a chance to do this at all the last couple of years. The 1-1 down and in 2-1. So she found a deal. I believe it was at Sam's where you could get the normal size. It wasn't the real big ones, it was the normal size candy bars. You got a really good deal on those. The 2-1 pops it back foul 2-2. It may have been Costco. I always get the two confused. But they give you like 50 or 60 of them for about $50. It was somewhere in that neighborhood. And that's about what we normally get. We normally get, depending how busy it is, somewhere between, I'd say between 40 to 60 kids is the 2-2. Pops it up. Wouldn't quite call that a can of corn, just a really soft line drive, dying quail into the glove of Mookie Betts. 2 down. Two up, 2 down. So when you hear the barking in the background, that usually means that there's some more trick-or-treaters at the door. First pitch is up top for a strike, curveball. It's 0-1. Last time I did one of these, it was a nightmare because she was at work. I was calling the game. I don't think they had it on. I don't think it made it to Halloween last year. This would have been 2023. And I'm darting back and forth from calling the game, giving out candy, trying to calm down our puppies. 1-1 to Kirk. Yamamoto sitting at just 23 pitches, so he's good on that front. As the 80s, it's going to be a 4-seam fastball, 97, excuse me. 2-1. Having to see it, I have to call this game on a smaller monitor because it's the fastest one I can find. It's always it really is dumbfounding. You think they'd be more consistent. The 2-1 off the plate, ball 3-1. If you're just joining us, Luke's got a base hit. That's the only base runner so far. Kirk's trying to be the second one of the game. The 3-1. Right down the pipe, 96 miles an hour, full count. So full count, and Addison Barger standing on deck. He's batting .333 in the World Series, as is Kirk. The payoff pitch from Yamamoto. Kicks and fires. Swing, pops it up, high in the sky. F8 in your scorecard. And making the catch is Tommy Edman for out number 3. We'll head to the top of the third inning. Kike, Tommy Gunn, and Rojas, 7, 8, 9, due up for the Trolley Dodgers.
I don't care anymore. And you know what's even better? I don't care that I don't care.
I have a joke for you.
Okay.
The government is excellent and uses your tax dollars efficiently.
You haven't associated yourself with any particular party.
What party do you plan to run with?
I like all parties. Tailgate parties, bonfire parties. As long as they got beer dip, country girls, and country music, that's a good party.
Guaranteed to start arguments, not end. The top 9 catchers of all time. Starting with number 9.
Let's start with a trivia question. Which catcher in the history of baseball caught the most games for one team? Number 1 is Gabby Hartnett. 1,756 games he caught for the Chicago Cubs.
Gabby finished his career just 7 games shy of catching 1,800, a most impressive display of longevity and durability. But just being durable doesn't earn you 6 All-Star berths. Hartnett was a solid leader who led the Cubs to 4 National League pennants on the strength of his powerful bat.
Not only was Hartnett an all-star catcher, but he was hitting unlike any other catcher ever had. He was a long baller.
7 times he finished in the top 10 for slugging percentage in the National League.
This was unprecedented at the position.
Hartnett was the heart and soul of the Cubs franchise.
And he hit what still today is considered the most famous home run in Cubs history. It happened in the fading light of the 1938 season, with the Cubs and Pirates going head-to-head for the pennant.
Bottom of the 9th, Hartnett's up with 2 strikes, 2 outs, 5-5, darkness descending on Wrigley Field, and what happens? Gabby Hartnett hits the ball over the wall at Wrigley Field, the so-called Homer in the Gloman, which gives the Cubs a 6-5 victory, puts them into first place. They win again the next day, and they go on to win the pennant.
What's up, Braves country? Looking forward to a great Atlanta Braves season. See y'all at the ballpark. Love y'all.
Andrew, I'm from the state of insanity. Fair enough. Righty-righty matchup. Start us off. Kike Hernandez takes the first pitch, a slider in the dirt. It's 1-0. 1-0. Brings it. Splitter. Right there for a strike. 1-1. One count. Galsman delivers. Swing and a miss. Splitter over the top. It's 1-2. One-two count. Brings it in the dirt. Taken all the way 2-2. Went with the splitter again. 2-2 count. Gausman sitting at 5 strikeouts. When he's been on in years past, I mean, he really has been a tough act. The 2-2. Caught looking strike 3. Punched him out with the slider on the outer edge. He got caught watching the paint dry. 1 away. Tommy Edman, the batter. Dodgers looking for their first base runner. Righty-lefty matchup. The first pitch on the way. Swing. That ball is roasted down the right field line. That is a fair ball. It's going to get down where the green grass grows, off the wall. Firing into second base is Barger, and Edmonds got a leadoff double for the Dodgers. Hammered it just over the head of a leaping Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Tell you what, if he jumps a little quicker, I think he actually gets that. I thought it was well over his head. They just showed a side angle where his glove was up just a tad late. I think Vladdy's at least going to knock it down. First pitch on the way is a swing and a miss by Rojas. Slider in the dirt. It's 0-1. Shohei Ohtani stands on deck. 0-0 your score. I think two things going on here for the Blue Jays tonight. I don't think they want to allow the Dodgers to get up off the mat. They'd like to end it tonight. And then the other thing is the 0-1 down and away, one of them. They know that the runs are going to be hard to come by with Yamamoto on the mound. So they're going to have to be aggressive defensively. You can't just assume that they're going to pile up a ton of runs. 1-1, swing, saws it off foul right there in on his hands. It's 1-2. That game right in his kitchen. Good job by Rojas to be able to fight that one off. So 1-2 count. Down below the knee, splitter. 2-2. Two count, runner at first. Shohei Ohtani on deck. Gausman brings it. Caught, looking, strike three. Bang! Smacked him right there. Across the knees. P at the knees. 2 away. How about Kevin Gausman? 7 strikeouts. His number may have creeped up to 6.5 on some books because they just showed a huge celebration with the fans on that 7th strikeout. So he must have hit a number because there were a ton of them as they're going to go ahead and automatically walk Shohei Ohtani. You can hear the boos from Los Angeles. Will Smith, the batter. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch on the way is slider just off the edge. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Gausman looking over his shoulder. He's worried about Edman for sure. The 1-0 swing. That ball's lifted down the left field line. Up against the wall. It's a fair ball. Tommy Edman will score. Here comes Shohei Ohtani. He'll slam on the brakes at third, but the Dodgers have taken the early 1-0 lead. Hanging slider there. And he roped it down the left field line. Kind of feel like Gausman was preoccupied with the runner at second. That may have led to that. First pitch on the way is right there for a strike, 4-seam fastball. Fouled off by Freddie Freeman. It's 0-1. Runners at second and third and 1 out. Little surprised they're not walking Freddie to get to Mookie, as he has been just horrific recently. The 0-1 in the dirt, 1. There are 2 outs, and you can play the infield back, but at the same token, you give up a single here, it's going to be a 3-run game, and that is a tough hill to climb with Yamamoto on the mound. 1-1 count. Gausman still keep looking back at the runner at second. He's not going anywhere. Pitch on the way is inside. Ball 2-2. He's preoccupied by Smith. He can't go anywhere with Ohtani at first. It may be more of a thing as the 2-1s in the dirt, 3-1. Maybe looking to see if Smith is looking, or any of the runners are looking to give a heads up to Freddie Freeman. where he's at. A little sign stealing. The 3-1 count. Mookie on deck. Looks like they're starting to pitch around him. The 3-1 down and in, ball 4. So he'll head on down to first, and the bases are juiced. With that, you're going to get a mound visit. Pitching coach Pete Walker's heading out there to get the bit of a pep talk and maybe just to kind of a breather, go over the game plan with Mookie Betts coming to the plate. It's 0 for 1 in this, grounded out in the second. He is left 24 on base. The Dodgers this postseason 0 for 13 with the bases loaded, but all it takes is one hit and you can get back to feeling good again. So Walker going out there to talk it over with them. Mookie bats .328 on his career with the bases loaded with 7 grand slams, so he is in a slump. You can't just lay it in there to him. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch on the way. Down and away. It's 1-0. We'll pull the screen back so you can get a look at any of the action on the base paths. 1-0. Gausman looking back once again. Here's the pitch. Drops a splitter there on the outer edge. 1-1 count. If there is a Game 7, we'll be back here tomorrow night. Same bat time, same bat channel. 7:30 we'll come on the air. First pitch about 8 o'clock. The 1-1 swing and a miss. Four-seam fastball. It's 1-2. If the Blue Jays come back and win this one, we'll stay on the air a little bit for you tonight. So y'all can celebrate, drink a cold one with you. And we'll do the same if the Blue Jays or Dodgers win tomorrow night. 1-2. Fouls it back. We'll do it again. 1-2 count. Gausman, 54 pitches. Much more north than where he wants to be. Looking back at the runner again. The 1-2 swing. That ball is slapped through the infield. That's going to get through for a base hit. 1 run will score. Shohei Ohtani crosses the plate. 2 runs will score. Will Smith crosses the plate. And Mookie Betts slapping his knees in excitement. Maybe he's off the schneid. It's 3-0 Los Angeles. Hung another one inside. And that time, it was Mookie that made him pay. So 2 pitches on the inner track that have got just way too much of the plate. First pitch to Teoscar Hernandez is chopped foul. Down the third baseline, it's 0-1. The 0-1. Righty-righty matchup. Gausman turns and delivers. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Chasing him with the splitter. So an 0-2 count. Gausman comes set. Brings it. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Kevin Gausman has struck out 8 through 3, but he has given up 3 earned, and the Dodgers have taken an early lead. We'll be back in a flash. The Blue Jays grab the bats. Barger leads us off when we return.
Cutest diner right beside my neighborhood. It's called Waffle House. It goes for this antique chic view, and props to the designers because they definitely made it feel old. The menu had several different breakfast options. I asked the waitress what's her favorite thing. She said Xanax, but I just went ahead and went with the All-Star Special. I asked her what paired best, and she gave me a Mr. Pibb. It was awesome. The bacon was a little undercooked, so I asked the chef to throw it back on the grill for a bit, and she said fight me. They're so quirky there. Great experience. 10 out of 10.
Rio de Janeiro to here, do you know how far that is?
6,842 miles.
Well, do you know what kind of mail system they must have?
The Brazilian mail system, government run, with an annual budget of 27,485,000 pesetas.
How do you know these things?
You mean I'm right?
I swear to you, some white people are so extra, because if they see somebody they don't know or ain't seen in a while, they'll be like, Tom, is that you? Well, shove a stick up my ass and call me a corn dog. How you been?
In 1936, 2 new stars made their first appearances in the big leagues. The first was a 17-year-old fastball pitcher from Iowa, whose father had built him his own practice field. He was signed by the Cleveland Indians, and in his very first start, he struck out 15 St. Louis Browns. A few weeks later, he set an American League record by striking out 17 A's. Then, he went back home to finish high school. His name was Bob Feller.
We went to the World Series in 1934 in St. Louis and saw the Gas House Gang. And I thought right then and there that I was only 15, that Major League Baseball wasn't that far away. And not being cocky, I had a lot of confidence. My father gave me a lot of confidence. I never was afraid of a batter on a mound. They may hit me well, but I was never afraid of them.
Thank you, Mr. Bryan. So we made it to tonight, which means I can officially say the first MLB Today and Braves Country Today will be next Friday. If the series would have ended on Wednesday, we would have started it this week. But it'll be on Fridays, 9 a.m. for MLB Today for all the Major League Baseball talk, and then 10 a.m. for Braves and NL East specifically. As the first pitch on the way to Yamamoto from Yamamoto to Barger is down below the knees, called for a ball. It's 1-0. Righty-lefty matchup. 1-0. Right down the pipe. You will not have to be a country club member to catch the MLB Today, which comes on at 9 a.m., but at 10 a.m. that one will be for members only. Is the 1-1. Up top for a strike, it's 1-2. And we expect to have a lot of news rolling in. Remember, the first 5 days of the offseason, a lot of decisions have to be made, and then all the news breaks right then. The 1-2. Swing, rips it down the line. Foul, first base side. We'll do it again. 1-2 to count. Barger trying to light a fuse here as the Dodgers lead it 3-0, bottom of the third. The 1-2 brings it. Swing. Slaps that down the third base line. That is just going to be a fair ball. It's going to ricochet and kick off the wall, and Kike Hernandez overruns it a bit. I don't think it would have mattered. It's going to be a leadoff double for the Blue Jays, and they got a runner in scoring position with nobody out. You can't expect to get it all back in one fell swoop if you're a Toronto fan. So just getting it down getting someone on in scoring position to start the inning, that's not nothing. They can find a way to scratch one across. They always say the first run's the most difficult one to get, right? First pitch on the way is right down the pipe. Taken inside by Clement. It's 0-1. Righty-righty matchup. The 0-1. Swing. Rolls it over foul. It's 0-2. He's gone slider and then curveball. Inside-outside to start the at-bat. Yeah, there'll be a bunch of... The other thing is the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. Splitter off the edge. Nasty pitch by Yamamoto. One down. When big news breaks, we'll come on here as well, so you want to set the alerts. Those shows that come on Fridays, those are set shows. We're going to come on, come hell or high water for those. But when news breaks, we're going to jump on as well. Andres Jimenez, the batter. First pitch on the way is up top. Curveball. This is high. It's 1-0. Righty-lefty matchup. The 1-0. Kicks and fires. Outside wide, 2-0. 2-0 count. Brings it. Swing and a miss. Splitter over the top. 2-1. Jason, I think I missed this. I do apologize. We'll have to look off a different monitor. Appreciate the channel support, Jason. The 2-1 misses high ball, 3-1. Curve, splitter, and then a four-seam fastball. Of course, Yamamoto, don't think we got a chance to go over his repertoire, but he is a kitchen sinker. He throws 6 different pitches. There's the 3-1. Swing and a miss over that splitter. Full count. He goes four-seam splitter 36 and 25% of the time, respectively. A curveball at 18%. Cutter at 11, sinker at 7, and the slider at 3. He's been throwing that splitter quite a bit tonight. The payoff pitch. Swing, rips it over to second. Good backhanded play by Rojas. He'll take his time, flip it over to Freddie at first. And there's 2 away. On the play, Barger moves down to third, but that is the second out of the inning. So more than just a fly ball or a deep ground ball would have to score. George Springer, the batter, 0 for 1. Returning to action after torquing out his back the other night on a swing. First pitch is a splitter inside. It's 1-0. Righty-righty matchup. The 1-0. Brings it in the dirt. Good block there by Smith. 2-0. That ball gets away. Barger's got good speed. 2-0 count. Infield is back into the left. The pitch. Check swing. Did he go around? He did not. Ball 3-0. So he's gone splitter, then followed that up with a curve. Got to figure he's going to get something to hit here because he does not want to bring the tying run to the plate, does Yamamoto. 3-0 count. Yoshi delivers. Swing. Lifts it into center field. That's down for a base hit. That's going to score a run. And the Blue Jays have made this a 2-run game. RBI for George Springer, a run scored for Addison Barger. And it's 3-1. Bringing Nathan Lukes to the plate. And Vladimir Guerrero Jr. stands on deck. One on, two out. Infield back into the right with the left-hander Luke's at the plate. First pitch, splitter, bangs it foul. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Yamamoto looks in. Flips it up there. Swing, lifts it. High into left field, going back near the warning track, but plenty of room is Kike Hernandez, and that'll end the inning. So the inning ends, but not before the Blue Jays put one on the board. The Dodgers grab the bats when we return. It's 3-1. The 6, 7, 8 batters due up. Max Muncy leads us off when we return here on the BCR 2025 Fall Classic.
We are going to be translating today from some Gen Z slang to some millennial slang. We're going to start off strong, and that is Riz. Boy got Riz. You know what we said as millennials? Boy got swag, right? Like Riz equals swag. You're welcome. It came from charisma. Makes a lot more sense when you realize that. They say it's giving. You know what we said? I can't even. Same thing as it's giving. They say less. Honestly, millennials, let's be real. We said say no more. Gen Z says cringe. We said ratchet. That's all I have for today. But if you have any more terms that you need translated into millennial, just let me know so you don't sound like a boomer.
Art. I'll bet you doodlings could be considered art by some people.
That's because my drawings are art.
You're not an artist, dude. You're drawing with chalk.
No, I'm drawing with marker and like pen and stuff. I'm just eating the chalk.
Don't eat chalk.
Well, it settles my stomach. My stomach's a little...
If your stomach hurts, eat a Tums.
What's the difference?
What is chalk?
Well, I'm not wasting Tums. Tums is very good to draw with.
This maniac is an artist?
This has been a series that fans are going to be talking about for the ages.
That was just one that hurt because, I feel like we had a good team. We'd fought for so much, and it's just like the crash.
An incredible series comes to a breathtaking end.
There was a strange dichotomy in the clubhouse after that game. Buck Showalter in his office, after he talked to some reporters, like if you walk by the door, he was crying. Jack McDowell and David Cohn were crying. Mattingly, I remember sitting there and dealing with wave after wave of reporters, and of course, he wanted to win, but there was a little bit of exhilaration that he had finally gotten there. He always wanted to know, can I perform in this forum? And as much as winning was the most important thing, I think there was this self-pride. I didn't go out on my shield. I went out still being able to play at a decently high level. It felt like that in retrospect a little bit.
Welcome back. Three to 1 your score. The Dodgers go back to work on the offensive side. Gausman on the defensive side. Mixed bag of chips here for Gausman. He's given up 3 earned, but he struck out 8 through 3. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch on the way to Max Muncy is a swing and a miss strike. It's 0-1. Kicks and fires, swings, slices it over towards the left side of the infield. Ernie Clement, the third baseman, has it, fires it over to first, steps into that one, and it's a 5-3 put out, 1 away. One up, one down. Tommy Edman, the batter. First pitch to Edman is swung on and popped up. I'm sorry, Kike Hernandez swung on and popped up. Got ahead of myself. It's going to be an F4 in your scorecard. Bo Bichette over there to make the easy play. 2 down. Tommy Edman, switch hitter that you'll notice sometimes, he did it last game, sometimes he will face a right-hander and bat right-handed. Tonight he's going lefty, but he will stay in the right-hand side if he thinks he gets, if he likes. I was reading up on it. It really just comes down to his preference per pitcher. First pitch right there for a strike splitter inside. It's 0-1. I don't hate that idea. I think Ozzie Albies could learn something from that. Not saying you always have to turn back around and go to the right side or the left side, but if you feel better against a pitcher on one side or the other, there's nothing saying that you have to flip over to the other side. Splitter misses right there. It evens up the count at 1-1. Gallisman rocking back and forth. 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. One thing I do expect to be announced by Monday is the Atlanta Braves most likely their new manager will be named, and I definitely believe that they are leaning heavily as the 1-2 is in the dirt. 2-2. I believe they're leaning heavily to the bench coach, Danny Lehman of the Dodgers. 2-2 count, 2 down. And they may not be just ready to give it to him, but they definitely want to interview him. The 2-2. Swings, saws it off foul. We'll do it again. 66 pitches for Gausman, so a little north where he wants to be at. The big numbers, those 3 runs that he gave up. And if he can settle back down, they'll try to ride this out for a couple more innings. The 2-2. Pops it up. High in the sky. F5 in your scorecard. Ernie Clement grabs it, and that'll end the inning. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. will lead us off when we return. Toronto Blue Jays 1, Dodgers 3. Game number 6 in the 2025 World Series.
Question: where are we meeting the men that actually want to date and be in a relationship? Because it's not the dating apps. It's not the coffee shops. I've been trying that. For a while now. Definitely not the bars. Not at my age, because they're all like 21, 22, so they definitely don't want to be in a relationship, and I definitely do not want to be a cougar. I, again, tend to go about 8 to 10 years older than me. I found out even those don't want to date for a relationship. Even they are still figuring things out. Yeah, they are. So where are we meeting the ones that want to date and be in a relationship? That want to date to eventually get into a relationship? That are dating to see if we're compatible for a relationship, not other things. No. I need to know, because I have yet to find them. And I've been looking, so maybe I should stop looking. I don't know. But if you know, please let me know. Help your girl out.
I just came out of the Yankee clubhouse. You have to wonder, was this Mattingly's last game?
We were sitting in the clubhouse after the game, and he said, "Bogsy, I'm done." And being involved with something like that, to where a great player of the game says, you're done, it's a hard thing to swallow.
I didn't realize that it was going to be it for Donnie until the plane ride home from Seattle in 1995, which was the most excruciating 6 hours I've ever spent on an airplane. Everybody was crying, and Donnie came and sat and talked to everybody one at a time. I remember thinking that he was saying goodbye.
I call that 6-hour flight the flying funeral. Players sobbing, and all of them sobbing, not because they had lost, but the players were crying for him.
That was painful. For me, it's kind of twofold. I know that's in my heart. I don't retire completely, but pretty much no, that's the end of the road. That was it for me.
Brick wall waterfall. He thinks he got it all. Boom with that attitude. Peace punch, Captain Crunch. I got something you can't touch. Reese's Pieces 7 Up. Mess with me, I'll mess you up.
Welcome back. Three to 1 your score. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. leads us off. It's a 2-run lead for the Los Angeles Dodgers. First pitch on the way from Yamamoto is right down the pipe for a strike. It's 0-1. Yoshi, 48 pitches into the night. The 0-1. Inside. Sinker high and in. 1-1. 1-1 count. Infield back into the left. He once again on a very low pitch count. So is the 1-1 swing and a miss. It's 1-2. Kind of plays into the Dodgers' hands. Their game plan is pretty much ride Yoshi as long as they can tonight. He won't be available tomorrow, so the sky's the limit. They keep a low pitch count on there. The 1-2 caught looking, strike three, bang right there at the knees. One away. Good pitch there by Yamamoto. First pitch to George Springer. Curveball, swing and a miss. 0-1. Springer. Sorry, Bichette. I don't know why I said Springer. The pitch on the way, the 0-1 outside wide, 1-1. So a 1-1 count. I don't know where my mind was at on that one. 1-1. Swing, lifts it. That ball's going to get down for a base hit, and it's going to be a 1-out single for the Blue Jays. One on, 1 out. Bottom of the fourth. First pitch on the way to Dalton Varsho is banged foul down the first baseline. It's 0-1. Tying run, standing at home plate. Dodgers lead it by 2. Almost midway through as we sit here in the bottom of the fourth. The 0-1. Down and in, slider, 1-1. 1-1 count. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2. Appreciate it, Peter. I know everybody's going to scatter once the season ends, and we'll see each other in the chats for all the different shows, but it may not be as routine. The 1-2 count. Swing, bangs it over to second. It's going to be a 4-6-3 inning-ending double play. Good whip over there by the shortstop, Mookie Betts. He lit a fire heading down to first base. Man, oh man, was that a good throw. We'll be back in a flash. The Dodgers grab the sticks with a 2-run lead. We go to inning number 5 on Halloween here in Canada.
It's
unacceptable. We shouldn't let him get away with it.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Yeah, let's
give him
stab
a
him.
piece of our mind.
Funniest baseball team names of all time. Number 9, from my home state of Ohio, the Akron Rubber Ducks. Number 8 are the Traverse City Pit Spitters. Number 7, the Burlington Sock Puppets. The marketing part of every minor league baseball team has to be the only department that never has to get drug tested. Number 6, the Danville Dans. Their mascot isn't even a mascot. It's just a guy whose name is Dan. Number 5 are the San Antonio Flying Chanclas. What is a chancla, you might ask? It's a flip-flop that abuelas throw at their grandchildren when they are misbehaving. Number 4, the Rocket City Trash Pandas. Number 3, the Missouri River Motorboaters. The Bismarck Larks are changing their name to this for one day. They said it was because they want to honor their boat-loving fans. Sure, yeah, right. Number 2 are the Carolina Disco Turkeys. What is a disco turkey? I don't care. It doesn't matter. Take all of my money. And number 1, the Florence Yalls. What is their team name? A yawl. What is a yawl? A water tower. What?
It was a ton of Gen Xers that just unanimously agree that the good old days were better. Give me a real concrete answer on why the good old days were better than now.
I think it was easier to be happy a long time ago. I think that today it's expensive and difficult for people to be happy. It was much easier to be happy. You could sit on a porch in a rocking chair with your friend and a glass of lemonade or iced tea. Back in the day, it was just easier to be happy than it is now.
Imagine Bob Feller, 17 years old, in the small farming town of Van Meter, Iowa, throwing against the proverbial wall of the barn and having a fastball that could beat any in the major league at that time. What was particularly extraordinary when the young feller at 17 came into the major leagues, and what people forget is that his fastball was so great because his curveball was extraordinary too.
What's for dinner? Hey, chef, what's for dinner?
Welcome back. What's everybody having for dinner tonight? I mean, other than the obvious Reese's Pieces or Milky Ways. First pitch on the way is a four-seam fastball to Kevin Gausman. It's up top for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Kicks and fires. Drops the pitch in there for a strike. Another four-seamer. 1-1. 1-1 count. Shohei Ohtani stands on deck. Miguel Rojas at the plate. The 1-1 swing. Lifts it into right field. Not very deep. Coming over, taking a few steps to his left, making the catch is Barger. F9 your scorecard, one away. Shohei Ohtani coming to the plate. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch from Gausman. Kicks and fires. 95 inside. Four-seam fastball for the strike. It's over. The 0-1. Turns and delivers. Splitter down below the knees, off the plate, it's 1-1. 1-1 count. Brings it. Snaps the splitter there. In for a strike. It's 1-2. Shohei steps out of the box for a second. Gausman at 73 pitches, by the way. The 1-2 pitch. Splitter off the plate, 2-2. Infield back and to the right. Outfield deep and straight away. The 2-2 swing, lifts it high down the left field line, bending, just out of play. Luke's running out of room there as he chased it foul. Good to see you, Bobby. See, as was in the chat tonight. Iron Lung showing up. Who was that? Was that Marshall that was confused by the commercial breaks? The 2-2. Down and away, 3-2. Always know when you got a newbie in because they're like, what in the hell is going on? And honestly, those things have just morphed over the years. We started them off. Started doing them originally, I believe. I did a few of them in 21, but more so in 2022. And then they've just grown. The payoff pitch, swing, chops it off his instep as Ohtani's hobbling around. Appears to be okay. He did wear that one. We'll do it again for him. Full count. Dodgers lead it 3-1. The pitch, swing, chops that foul. Ohtani. Not sure what he was doing there. Almost looked like he was calling for time again. You can't do that twice. I don't know if he caught himself midway. Yeah, that's exactly what he did. The umpires just didn't catch it. The 3-2 bangs it on the carpet over to first, and it's going to be a G3 in your scorecard, 2 down. He realized that was the second time he had done it, and he quickly moved his hand, almost like the way Kirby Smart tried to tell everybody that he wasn't calling timeout against Auburn. It was very much like that. He raised his hand and then it started to turn and then realized, uh-oh, I've already used that. And they kind of tapped his helmet all in one fell swoop. I finally saw the replay on the relay monitor that we have. There's the four-seam fastball right there to Will Smith. Misses down below, just a touch below the zone. It's 1-0. If home plate umpire would have called that, it would have been an automatic strike. Not that it mattered in the grand scheme of things, but the 1-0. Down below the knees, 2-0. Very next pitch wasn't out, so I don't think it made a big difference. But just one of the small things that Adam Hamari is supposed to be paying attention to. And Will Little at first and Mark Wegner at third are supposed to give him help. The 2-0 swung on, lifted into left field. Drifting over, making the catch near the warning track, but well before as Nathan looks, and that'll end the inning. Dodgers go down 1-2-3. It's a 2-run ball game. We go to the bottom of the 5th here in Toronto on All Hallows Eve.
And an Uber just goes flying by me at like 50, almost hit me.
You're so good at telling stories, so concise. I wish it did hit you.
I know God made us in all different ways, shapes, and forms, but why the hell Kawhi Leonard's hand so big? That son hand that you can slam somebody by their waist, bro. This ain't normal. Man can squeeze you like an hourglass. Probably can't even use a regular phone. You got to text on the iPad. Be real, bro. How you drive? How you wrap your hand around the steering wheel without your fingers touching your wrist? Really don't make no gloves for you. You gotta put sleeping bags on your hand. You couldn't be a barber. You know a barber always gotta grab your head like this to keep it still. Or if you don't get this cage off my face, you can excavate a whole pool with them hands.
The 9 greatest center fielders since the modern game was integrated in 1947. Pre-war legends like Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig, and Ty Cobb won't be cracking these. Without further ado, here's number 9.
In center field, number 34, Kirby Puckett.
Was probably one of the most popular players in his home city of anybody in the modern history of the game.
Provided that sort of intangible effervescence that made you want to watch him.
This little guy, this pudgy guy, this guy who looked like maybe built like a beer keg.
He had that short, squatty body, looked like a fire hydrant.
He looked like a little bowling ball, but man, could he get everything done that needed to be done.
Having that 5'8" body jump over fences and rob opposing players of the home runs, and he did that numerous times.
Oh my goodness.
Glaucoma ended Kirby's career when he was just 35.
Pride and integrity. Just don't take it for granted because you never know. Tomorrow's not promised to any of us.
Although a stroke took Kirby's life while he was still in his 40s, he's remembered as a player in his prime.
I love you all. Thank you.
I hate it when people assume things about me that aren't true. Like, because I'm pretty, I'm stuck up. I'm just like, shut up, troll. Why am I even talking to you?
Welcome back. Good to see you, Paul. So the Scarecrow is a black lab, and Dorothy, she's mixed with a lot of stuff, but she's essentially a terrier. Both of them we got at the pound, so they're not like purebreds or anything like that. I don't call them rescue dogs because it just sounds pretentious to me. What the hell did we rescue them from, right? I mean, we captured them. Righty-righty matchup as Yamamoto goes to work. It'll be Alejandro Kirk. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors for Toronto. 3 runs, 3 hits, 1 error for Los Angeles. The first pitch on the way. He's right there for a strike, sinker. It's 0-1, the 0-1. Drops another sinker inside. This time it misses, 1-1. 1-1 count. Bottom of the 5th, game number 6 here in the World Series. Pitch on the way, chop foul. 1-2. The 1-2. Swing! Bangs the curveball off his foot and it rolls foul. Probably got bailed out by that. If that doesn't hit his foot, it's probably going to go right into the teeth of the defense on the left side. The 1-2. Yamamoto comes set. His 63rd pitch of the night. Outside wide, 2-2. So still a really low pitch count for Yamamoto. I mean, he has pitched very economical in this entire postseason. The 2-2 from Yoshi. Swing, lifts it foul. Do it again. Second time through the order for the Blue Jays. Kirk 0-for-1 with the fly out. Barger's on deck and Clement in the hole. The 2-2. Swing. Lifts that out of play. Do it again, 2-2. Kirk is looking at his bat. I don't know if he's going to have to retrieve a new one or not. He was looking at the handle like he thought it might have cracked. I mean, if you think it's cracked, this is the World Series. Go get a new one, buddy. You don't just... Yeah, it'll be all right. The 2-2. Swing. Bangs it just behind home plate. We'll do it again. Nothing else he's making him work in this at bat. Was this this will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat, I believe. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Splitter inside. Almost hit him. And he went around. One away. That pitch was diving in on him. Heck, the thing almost hit his hip. It followed through. Addison Barger, the batter. First pitch is 96 outside. It's 1-0. But if you're looking about trying to climb back into this game and tie it or even better for Toronto, you have to start running that pitch count up on Yamamoto. It's 1-0 outside wide, 2-0. If you let him continue to cruise like he's been doing, he's going to go late in the game, 8th or 9th inning. And then it allows the Dodgers to get all the way to Sasaki. 2-0. Bang, right there for a strike. 96 on the outer edge. 2-1 count. One down, infield, back into the right. The pitch. Just off the plate, curveball misses. 3-1. The 3-1. Yoshi delivers. 97 right down there on the outer edge, full count. Ernie Clement on deck. Barger takes his time out. Louis Varlin is warming up, the right-hander in the Blue Jays pen. The payoff pitch. 97 caught, looking strike 3. P at the knees, 97 on the outer edge, 2 down. Two up, 2 down, and Ernie Clement swings at the very first pitch. It's going to go off the glove of Mookie Betts, and it'll be most likely an E6, and the Blue Jays have a runner on with 2 outs. So first pitch swinging. If you're Schneider, you don't like that, but you like the idea that he got on base. It's going to have to, yeah. They're definitely going to ring that up as an error. Jimenez, the number 9 hitter, first pitch, he swings at it, and he lifts it into center field, and that'll be an easy out. F8 in your scorecard. So, good job by the first 2 batters to run at the pitch count. Terrible job by the last 2. We'll be back in a flash. We go to the 6th. The Dodgers grab the bats when we return.
They say everything you've ever heard is locked in your brain somewhere. Another fun fact, your brain burns 20% of the calories you consume. My burrito!
One-season wonders. In 1989, a 23-year-old Jerome Walton would make his Major League debut with the Chicago Cubs on April 4th, a game in which he had 2 hits and drove in a run. There's no place like home. In 57 games, he had 70 hits, 3 home runs, 24 RBIs, and 12 stolen bases. During day games that season, he had 40 runs, 81 hits, 16 stolen bases, and a .329 batting average in 60 games. Against the National League East, he had 90 hits, 15 doubles, 32 RBIs, 17 stolen bases, and a .304 batting average. He rocked left-handers to the tune of a .320 batting average, a .374 on base percentage, and a .438 slugging percentage. He was named the National League Rookie of the Year, the first Cub since Ken Hubbs in 1962. He ended the season batting .293 with 24 stolen bases, and he also had a 30-game hitting streak. It didn't end there. In the National League Championship Series, he batted .364 with 8 hits in 5 games.
Here he comes, the popular whiz kid, Richie Ashburn.
I'd never seen a better leadoff hitter than me.
Ashburn opens up with an infield bounder that he beats out for a base hit.
I would get close to 200 hits a year and 100 walks a year.
Richie Ashburn opens the first inning with a walk.
That's what a leadoff hitter is supposed to do. I don't think they realize how hard it is to hit 300.
Richie Ashburn singles in the 5th inning for his second hit.
And as I look back, I'm surprised that I did it. I had great speed. I had ability with a bat in that I could keep the ball in play, and I didn't strike out much.
The capstone for Richie Ashburn came in 1995 when he was inducted into the Hall of Fame in Cooperstown.
I think I made the most of what I had in terms of ability, and so I have no regrets at all about my major league career.
Here is my Halloween costume reveal. Can y'all guess what I am? I'm that bitch.
3-1 your score. The Dodgers and Freddie Freeman come to the plate. It'll be Freddie, Mookie, and Teoscar Hernandez here in the 6th inning. Everybody gets on. Muncy and Kike would follow. Gausman will go back to work out there for a 6th inning. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch on the way is a four-seam fastball. Right there for a strike. It's on. The 0-1. Gausman at 83 pitches. Swing, pops it up. Drifting back, very shallow left center field is the shortstop Jimenez. F6 in your scorecard. One away. One on, or one out, nobody on. And Mookie Betts the batter. First pitch to Mookie is a four-seam fastball right there at the knees. It's 0-1. Mookie 1 for 2 with a single in the 3rd. The 0-1. Outside wide 1-1. One count. Swing. Chops it right in front of home plate. Kurt grabs it, tags him on the shoulder, but I believe it's a foul. It is a foul ball. It's 1-2. Swing up the middle, charging the ball is Bo Bichette. He'll grab it, flip it. 4-3, 2 down. Good defensive play there by Bichette, and Mookie is retired for the 2nd out of the 6th inning. Teoscar Hernandez will be your batter. This is the 3rd time through the lineup, so probably the last time through the lineup for Gausman. He could make it through the 7th inning if he can get Teoscar fairly quickly here. First pitch on the way is a splitter. Right there. Touch below the knees, but right there in the zone, it's 0-1. sitting at 89 pitches. Conversely, Yamamoto only at 75. The 1-1. He started this off with a splitter at the knees and then a slider outside the zone. One pitch. Swing and a miss. Four-seam fastball in on the hands. It's 1-2. 1 run, 4 hits, no errors for Toronto. 3 runs, 3 hits, 1 error for Los Angeles. All the scoring came in the third inning. 3 for the Dodgers in the top of the third. Toronto 1 in the bottom of the third. The 1-2 from Gausman. In the dirt, 2-2. Slider taken all the way. Mookie Betts with 2 RBIs and Will Smith with 1. Ohtani, Smith, and Edman are the men that have scored. The 2-2, swing. That ball's going to get dribbled to the left side. Jimenez over there. He'll make the easy 6-3, and that'll end the inning. Dodgers go down in order. We go to the bottom of the 6th. The Blue Jays, it's their turn to swing the sticks. 3-1, Game 6, inning number 6.
'83 World Series. The first game of that series is in Baltimore. 2 things happen that night. Number 1, I meet Bob Costas for the first time, and Cosell walks by. And Costas sees Cosell, who's coming up from behind me, and goes, Howard, says, I want to say hello. I'm Bob Costas with NBC. And Cosell says, I know who you are. You're the child who rhapsodizes about the infield fly rule. I'm sure you'll have a fine career. That was Cosell's initial interaction with Bob Costas.
Larry Bird, you don't realize how big Larry Bird is until you stand up close to him. So he walked by us and he says, y'all those college guys? And we was like, yeah, we the college guys. And he looked at us and he said, get some rest. It's going to be a long week.
Fisk became the first of the catchers of a new generation of receivers that were different than all those who came before him. Nobody had ever really seen catchers that were this tall, this angular as Carlton Fisk was. He was statuesque behind the plate.
And Carlton's size made his constant presence back there all that more amazing. So how did Pudge keep going?
My longevity depended on a number of things. First and foremost is my DNA allowed me to do it.
What a great throw, one of the finest catches in baseball.
I don't think anybody else has matched him in numbers or years of the games called.
Fisk played for 24 seasons and caught 100 or more games in half of them.
He was big and strong, and he was durable. Behind the plate, he was better than most guys I've ever seen. Offensively, he was one of the better offensive catchers in the game of baseball.
Forget about it, it's gone. A home run for Carlton Fisk.
An 11-time All-Star, Fisk is second all-time among catchers with 844 extra base hits.
We will have a 7th game in the 1975 World Series.
Everybody who saw it can remember where they were, who they were with. It's one of those moments that's permanently branded in your brain.
We head to the bottom of the 6th. Yamamoto is 75 pitches in. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch swinging by Springer. Well, that'll be an easy 6-3 put out, one away. Pitches into the ninth. The last 3 batters have swung at the very first pitch. Righty-lefty matchup. Nathan Luke's the batter. I mean, at this rate, he'll probably go 9, which would be huge for Los Angeles because they could save Sasaki for a 2-inning save tomorrow night. If you're following along on the TV, the guy you see sitting next to Dave Roberts over his right shoulder, that is Danny Lehman. That is perceived to be the new manager for the Atlanta Braves. I think it'll be his job to turn down, essentially. Bottom of the 6th, 1 out. A little bit of a delay. I don't know if there's some debris cow that got onto the field or what happened, but you have not missed a pitch. We're waiting for him to return back to action. Yamamoto takes a couple of swings. Normally it's somebody jumping onto the field doing something like that. Game number 7, if the Dodgers do not come back, is tomorrow night. First pitch from Yamamoto into the dirt to Lukes. Taken all the way for a ball. Curveball, it's 1-0. 1-0. Drops a curveball upstairs, it's 1-1. 1-1 count. Four-seamer just off the plate. The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Four-seam fastball. 2-2. Standing on deck is Guerrero. Luke's trying to work his way aboard. The 2-2. Splitter down and away, full count. Tomorrow night's game hasn't been officially announced, but it does look like it's going to be Max Scherzer for the Toronto as the payoff pitch is swung on, popped up. High into center field, but not nearly deep enough. Getting underneath it, Tommy Edman, 2 down. That'll bring Guerrero to the plate. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch on the way is a splitter inside. It's 1-0. 1-0. They have not announced who it's going to be for, or even really speculated. You can take some guesses who the Dodgers will turn to, but it's still up in the air. 1-1 count. Rocks and fires. Swing, lifts it. High into left field. That's going to get down into the corner, bang around like a pinball, and Guerrero will cruise into second base, and it's a 2-out double for the Blue Jays. Guerrero's trying to pump up the dugout, basically telling him to wake up. Don't just roll over. And he stands at second base, and now a single would make this a 1-run game. Coming to the plate will be Bo Bichette. See if they pitch to him or pitch around him. Runner at second. 2 outs. There's going to be a quick powwow on the mound. Bo Bichette coming to the plate. 3 runs, 3 hits and an error for the Dodgers. 1 run, 5 hits and no errors for Toronto. For the hard of hearing. So Bo Bichette, though he'd love to tie this game up, the big thing would be to cut it to a 1-run lead. Yamamoto back to work. First pitch on the way is a curveball called for a strike right there on the outer edge. It's 0-1. The 0-1. High and out of the zone, four-seam fastball, 1-1. 1-1 count. Yamamoto at 87 pitches. So he'll still have another inning in him if he can get out of this. The 1-1. Inside. Misses high, ball 2-1. Standing on deck is Varsho. In the hole is Kirk. Tying run standing at the plate. The 2-1 pitch. Swing, chops it foul. Inside out slider. Bangs it towards the first base dugout. We'll do it again. Varsho, the left-hander. If they kept the line moving, it would be Kirk and then Barger. The 2-2. Yamamoto comes set. Yoshi delivers. High and out of the zone. Ball 3-2. So a full count now. Guerrero at second base will be running on contact. Bichette can make it a 1-run game with just a single. The payoff pitch. Swing! Fouls it back. We'll do it again. 91 pitches now for Yamamoto, but we saw the other night they're willing to leave him out there well into the 100s. If he gets out of this, I fully expect him to be out for the 7th inning. The payoff pitch. Yamamoto steps off the bump and kind of acts like he's going to throw to second, but he ends up just twirling around and holding the ball. Louis Varland is warmed up in the pen for the Blue Jays, so it looks like they may be going to him in the 7th. The payoff pitch inside almost gets him in the hand. Ball 4, and he'll head on down to first. So now the tying run goes to first base. 2-run game, bottom of the 6th. Dodgers 3, Blue Jays 1. And the go-ahead run standing at the plate in Dalton Varsho. Varsho 0 for 2 in this game. He had a huge home run earlier in the series. First pitch on the way, swing. Dribbles it off the plate, swinging over that splitter. It's 0-1. Now onto the on-deck circle is Captain Kirk. Remember, once again, this is the 3rd time through the order for Yamamoto. Another good outing for Yoshi. He's trying to get out of this inning. The 0-1. Splitter in the dirt. 1-1. 1-1 count. Infield back into the right. The 1-1. Swing, chops it. Down the first base line, 1-2. Righty-lefty matchup. 2 on, 2 out. A 2-run lead. Deuce is wild, as you can see on your screen. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him with the splitter. Chasing away, and that'll end the inning. Dodgers get out of the jam. They'll grab the bats when we return. We go to the top of the 7th here in Toronto. 3-1 Los Angeles.
Of course you are! Gen X Hotline, what do you want?
My son saw another student with a vape pen in his backpack. Should we tell the teacher or go straight to the principal?
All right, let me check the book on that. Teacher or principal? Okay, it says, tell him not to be a snitch and to mind his business.
Are you serious?
Yep. Have a great day.
I was blackballed for 2 years. I couldn't get a job. And because of that, I lost my big, beautiful house in Los Angeles, my shiny Mercedes, all my stuff. And as you can imagine at the time, I was really crushed. They thought that I was some religious zealot, but to me, it was just that I didn't think it was the right thing to do. And also, I really love my wife. And as I've said, and I'll say it a million times, these lips are meant for one woman.
Eyes closed. I have a surprise. Did you do the dishes? I said surprise, not miracle. Gen X Hotline, what do you want?
Hi, I work from home, and with the kids still home on summer break, I am not getting anything done.
Okay, so step 1, have you tried locking them out of the house?
Okay, but like what would they eat all day?
Okay, do you have any like honeysuckle or blackberry bushes in your neighborhood?
Yeah, I think so. Why?
They're gonna be fine. That's what they're gonna eat.
Really?
Yep.
What about the bathroom?
Oh no, they're just gonna poop in the woods.
What?
You're good. You're welcome.
Wait.
I never want to hear the term Uncle Stevie again. It was all a lie. As with everything with the Mets, always teasing, never pleasing.
Baseball stories are so various, and they swap characters in them, but the way I heard it, Lefty Gomez himself, a pitcher, faced the 18-year-old Bobby Feller. The first one came over, and the umpire called it strike, and the second one came over, called it strike, and the third one came over, the umpire called it strike, and Gomez said, I thought that last one sounded a little low.
3-1 your scores. We go back to the top of the 7th inning. Dodgers with the lead. Max Muncy will lead it off. He'll be followed by Kike Hernandez and Tommy Edman. And Louis Varland will come in, as we had mentioned in the last inning. Hard-throwing right-hander. He's thrown 14 innings in this postseason, 13 appearances. Righty-lefty matchup to start us off. Max Muncy 0 for 2 with the strikeout. Varland comes set. First pitch on the way. Down and in. Knuckle curve taken all the way for a ball. It's 1-0. Pretty quick moving game, especially for a postseason game, is the 1-0. Up top. 1-1. 1-1 count. Kicks and fires, swing, lifts it into right field, drifting in, making the catch is Addison Barger for out number 1. Yamamoto, they show him in the dugout, and I think he's coming back out because they've got the jacket on him He's not getting high fives or anything, trying to keep him warm, and you don't see a lot of movement in the Dodger bullpen. There's been a couple of guys stirring around as the first pitch is right there for a strike to Kike Hernandez. It's 0-1. The 0-1 chops it foul into the dugout. 1-2. Hernandez batting 190 in the postseason. Or the World Series, I should say. But he does have that home run, the 0-2. 99, just smacks the outer edge, does not get the call. All in all, a really well umpired game so far from Adam Hamari. He's missed a few, but I mean, that's going to happen. The 1-2. Inside, check swing. Did he go around? He did not, says first base umpire Will Little. 2-2. Jordan Baker will be behind the plate tomorrow night. Calling balls and strikes. Max Scherzer versus question mark for the Dodgers side. The 2-2, down and away, 3-2. Kind of seems like you're going to get a mix and match. It could be Shohei Ohtani coming on as an opener. The payoff pitch, swing, chops and foul down the line. You got a couple other options that you could use. It really depends on who they feel gives them the best chance. The 3-2. Caught, looking strike 3. Four-seam fastball right there on the outer edge, 2 away. Two up, 2 down in a 2-run game. Dodgers trying to tie up this series. If this lead holds, Game 7 tomorrow night. 3-1 your score. First pitch on the way. Change up in the dirt. Right there for a ball, it's 1-0. Dodgers took the 3-1 lead in the third inning, scoring all 3 of their runs, and Toronto scored their only run in the third as well. Knuckle curve, just off the plate. 2-0. 2-0 count, Edman from the left side. Kicks and fires, swing and a miss, knuckle curve. Dropping off the end of the table, it's 2-1. The 2-1 count. Pitch on the way. Up top. Called for a strike, it's 2-2. Louis Varland trying to have a clean inning here. The 2-2. Just misses the changeup off the plate. It's a full count. Standing on deck is the number 9 hitter, which would be Miguel Rojas. The payoff pitch. Swing, lifts it. Into center field. Drifting over, making the catch, and that'll end the inning. Dodgers go down 1-2-3. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It's time to get up and stretch. Game 6 of the World Series. Dodgers lead it 3-1. Blue Jays grabbing the bats when we return. Welcome back. Robleski's coming on for the Dodgers, so I guess that the night is done for Yamamoto. I'm a little surprised by that. First pitch on the way. Misses for a ball. It's 1-0. Lefty-righty matchup. Dodgers lead it 3-1, bottom of the 7th. 1-0 right there, first strike. It's 1-1. The 1-1. Swing! Fouls it away. It's 1-2. Thank you for the membership gifting there. Mr. Jason Up and Adams, the 1-2. Swing and a miss, four-seam fastball, strike 3. Foul tipped it into the glove. 1 away. One up, 1 down. First pitch on the way right there is a strike. Addison Barger, lefty-lefty matchup. It's 0-1. The 0-1, swung on chopper. Baltimore chopper over to second base side. Rojas bare hands it, fires it to first. Had to hurry. He'll get Barger by just about a quarter step. 2 down. Good hustle by Addison Barger. Smart play by Rojas to realize he did not have time to throw that conventionally. He just kind of grabbed it and fired it all in one motion. Thank you, as was, and Iron Lung as well. First pitch to Clement. Misses for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Swing, lifts it. High into left field. Left center field. That ball is going to get to the track and bounce off the wall, and it's a 2-out double for the Blue Jays. So runner at second. Thank you, Bobby. Runner at second and 2 outs. Jimenez will be the batter. We're in the bottom of the 7th. There are 2 outs and you got a lefty-lefty matchup. Doesn't look like they're going to go and try to pinch hit for Jimenez right here. By the way, Sasaki, they're showing him warming up in the bullpen. So he could be coming in the 8th. I think coming in this early would be just a touch too early. So they're going to try to get Robleski through the 7th, and maybe it's going to be a 2-inning save for Sasaki. It'll be interesting to see if they do that. Does that mean that Shohei Ohtani would most likely close the game out tomorrow night if they get the lead? First pitch on the way is a four-seam fastball, swing and a miss, lefty-lefty matchup. It's 0-1. Remember, Sasaki closed out the World Baseball Classic, so it's not like he's new to closing out ball games in big spots. The 0-1 slices it foul and out of play. It's 0-2. That's a big leap forward, everything considered. But you do have to think of it that way. If Sasaki goes 2 innings tonight, the game plan is probably Shohei for game number 7. The 0-2. Swing, slices away. Which means Glasnow is who you would expect to start tomorrow, but it may just be like an opener type role for Glasnow. The 0-2 count. High and out of the zone. 1-2. Runner at second. 2 outs. Lefty-lefty matchup. The 1-2. Fouls that back. Four-seam fastball that was inside. Was able to fight it off. Infield back into the right. Muncy by his lonesome over there, almost hugging the line. It's a huge hole between 5 and 6. The 1-2 off the edge. Slider misses. 2-2. Standing on deck is Springer. If he doesn't reach, he would lead off the 8th. The 2-2. Swing, fouls it away. We'll do it one more time. Dodgers 3, Toronto 1. Bottom of the 7th inning. 1 on, 2 outs. The 2-2. Yamamoto in line for the win if this lead holds. Tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him with the heat blowing it right by him. And Wroblewski pounds his glove, heads to the dugout. We go to the 8th inning. And you know what that means here on the BCR. It's 3-1 Dodgers. Still 2 innings left. It's happy hour.
106 miles from Chicago. We've got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
It's happy hour.
When wins become losses and losses become wins.
You guys going to happy hour? Yeah? Yeah, I'll come for a couple. Just a couple, though. Not like last time.
When buying a beer, don't make this mistake. Buying only one beer can cause a misalignment in your spine due to the uneven weight distribution. This can cause unnecessary back pain and potential spine issues. To prevent this, carry 2 beers, ensuring your body is balanced and proper health maintained.
Okay. Let's get it! Hey!
Have dinner ready?
Put my pants on, one leg at a time.
Guess what? I got a fever, and the only prescription is more.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the Intercontinental Radio News.
You're in Braves country.
Drink a beer. Salute.
They're making it laws where you can't drink when you want to. Pretty soon we're going to be communist country.
Yeah. For me and the Lord, we gotta understand it. We're on a mission from God.
If you want to stop me, you're gonna have to kill me!
Welcome back, y'all. As we head to the top of the 8th inning, Dodgers with the 2-run lead, 3-1 your score. Miguel Rojas. He's leading it off. He'll be followed by Shohei Ohtani and then Will Smith. If anybody gets on, Freddie Freeman. First pitch on the way. Swung on and lifted out to right field. Rojas, F9 your scorecard. And is that going to be it? Yeah, they brought him out there just to face one batter. So that's it. Shohei Ohtani will go take his seat. Varland's hitting the showers. And I believe it's Fluharty. We'll have to double check when we come back. But it looks like the Southpaw Fluharty. 3-1 your score. LA leads it. Shohei trying to tack a few more runs on. We're in the top of the 8th here in game number 6 of the Fall Classic.
My issue is that anytime I'm sick, I feel like I sound like Miley Cyrus. Like it's got that rasp to it, you know what I mean? Like it's got that Miley Stewart in that bronchitis.
Hey, last week we were talking about the mouth.
Right.
My girl said you was right, bro. She did some research and she said it's mice for plural, man.
Hey, bro, I was just trying to help my bro out, man. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
Man. Me personally, mice doesn't sound more natural, bro. But hey, I guess you was right, homie.
Right.
So when you learn something, you got to pass it down to the youth, right? I go to my sister's house. I holler at my nephew. He 5. I'm breaking it down to him. I'm like, hey, I said, little man, it ain't mice, this is, bro. It's mice, right?
Right.
Mouse, mice.
Right.
Goose, geese, right?
Exactly.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right.
Moose, meese. It's like, that's what.
Wait. You said moose and what?
Oh, moose. For one, is moose.
Moose, yes.
And for 2 is meese, right?
You said moose and meese?
Yeah.
No, meese is not a word at all, actually. It's already plural and singular.
Damn, man, what's wrong? Why you doing this, bro?
I didn't create the English language, bro. That's just what it... I didn't make the rules. How you know, bro? Because I went to school. Armchair.
Always you look for heroes. Always the people look up to see something that represents them, that is larger than they are, and if it's perfect, that they might become. As a young boy, when I was taken to my first game at Yankee Stadium, my God, Yankee Stadium, talk about awesome sights. To see Joe DiMaggio, to whom you could relate without knowing anything about San Francisco or anything else about him, but he was a baseball player. He didn't seem to have any other credential but his ability, and that was sufficient to make him a great hero and a great success, and therefore a great inspiration.
Shohei Ohtani coming on to the scene. Lefty-lefty matchup. Fluharty, the pitcher. First pitch on the way as we return back to the top of the 8th is a bender up top, misses high. It's 1-0. 3-1 your score. LA leads it, but trails the series 3-2. The 1-0. Swing! Chops it foul. 1-1. One count. Brings it. Swing and a miss. 91 right there on the hands. Looked like the cutter that time. It's 1-2. Happy Halloween to everybody out there. Hope y'all had a good evening of trick-or-treaters. And I guess for those of y'all who still go out on Halloween, be safe. The 1-2 to Ohtani. Down and away. Sweeper misses. Ball 2, 2-2. 2-2 count. Halloween night on a Friday night. That is rookie night written all over it. Be safe. The 2-2 swing lifts it. High and deep into right center field. Drifting back and trying to make the catch is Varsho, but he's not there in time. That ball is going to bounce off the wall. Ricochet. And making the grab off the bounce is Lukes. He'll fire it into the infield. And it is a 1-out double for the Dodgers as Shohei does the sachet at second base. Just kind of reached out there and slapped it high. Didn't look like he got a whole lot of that pitch, but able to get his arms extended and velocity did the rest. Lefty-lefty matchup. So we'll go ahead and walk Will Smith. First pitch to Freddie Freeman is a cutter inside. It's 1-0. So Will Smith stands at second after the intentional walk. The Swing and a miss. Cutter right there on the hands. It's 1-1. Kind of figure that we're going to see Sasaki in the 8th unless the Dodgers were to break this one wide open. One to Freddie. Swing. Lifts it. Into right field. Very high and pretty deep, but not deep enough. Underneath is Barger. He'll fire it into the infield. And there's 2 down. Quick mound visit. This might be a stall tactic. They've been out there for a minute. And there is movement in the Toronto bullpen. His home plate umpire Adam Hamari goes out there. Dominguez is warming up in the pen. I think that's going to be it. I think they're going to go ahead and get him. That was just a stall tactic to get Dominguez a couple extra warm-up pitches. So here we go. There's going to be runners on first and second, 2 outs. Mookie Betts, the batter. He's already got 2 RBIs, and Dominguez, who's been up and down all postseason, is coming to the bump. On this date in 1950, Gil Hodges becomes the 4th major leaguer in the century to hit 4 home runs in one game, en route tying the major league record of 17 stolen bases at the time. The Dodgers' first baseman, quartet of round trippers off of different Boston pitchers, and Carl Furlow aboard each time, contributes to Brooklyn's 19-3 rout of the Boston Braves at Ebbets Field. On this date in 1959, Sandy Koufax strikes out 18 batters to establish a new National League record for a 9-inning game in the Los Angeles Dodgers' 5-2 victory over the San Francisco Giants at LA Memorial Coliseum. The Southpaw's performance equals the major league mark established in 1938 by Indians fireballer Bob Feller during a 4-1 loss to Detroit. And on this date in 1990, Ken Griffey Sr. and Ken Griffey Jr. become the first father and son to appear in the same major league lineup. The 40-year-old left fielder and his 20-year-old offspring score a run in the Mariners' 5-2 victory over the Royals at the Kingdome. And that's your Braves Country Radio on this date in baseball history. Find us on YouTube and Facebook today. Mac McGee.
And we're on the same team.
The Country Club for Braves Country Radio.
And we need more players. We need you to help us win the battle against hunger and poverty. You can sponsor
Braves Country Radio.
Teamwork is what
The Country Club for Braves Country Radio
is all about. And that's why we need you. For just $15 a month,
Don't get greedy. Ask for $2.99.
you can sponsor a child just like
Braves Country Radio.
I've been able to really help.
Braves Country Radio.
And it feels so good. It's so easy. Just reach out now and start sending your love around the world.
The Country Club for Braves Country Radio.
To join our team, we really can bat 1,000.
Mac McGee.
Who's waiting for help. There's room on our team for you.
Welcome back. It will be Sir Anthony Dominguez coming on for the Blue Jays bullpen. 3-1 Dodgers leading. Mookie Betts the batter. Righty-righty matchup. He's 1 for 3 with the 2-run single. Batting .239 in the postseason. First pitch on the way. Sweeper right there at the knees. It's 0-1. Remember, the top of the order will be due up for the Blue Jays in the bottom of the 8th. So a big spot here for the bullpen. The 0-1. Down and away, 1-0. He's gone sweeper and four-seamer to start it off. Shohei stands at second. Will Smith at first. 1-1. Popped it back foul. 1-2. Went in with the four-seamer on the hands. So a 1-2 count. Brings it in the dirt, 2-2. Good take on the sweeper, trying to get him to chase. The 2-2 count. 2 on, 2 out. Deuces wild as the Dodgers lead by 2 here in the top of the 8th. Kicks and fires. Check swing. Did he go around? They check down the line. He did not. And that's going to be a full count, and that means the runner's going to be off and going. Huge call there. It did look like he held up. Dominguez wanted it, but it did look like a pretty good call by first base umpire Will Little. He'll be the emergency umpire tomorrow. The payoff pitch. Check swing. He did not go around. They checked down the line. Pitch looked like it may have hit the zone, but does not get the call, and that's going to load the bases. Ducks all over the pond. Righty-righty matchup. Teoscar Hernandez, the batter, first pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. 97. Right there on the outer edge. It's 0-1. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Bases loaded. 2 outs. The 0-1. In the dirt. Sweeper taken. It's 1-1. 3 runs, 4 hits, 1 error for LA. 1 run, 6 hits, no errors for Toronto. Blue Jays lead the series 3-2, but trail the game 3-1. The pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Kind of a half-hearted check swing. 4-seamer in on the hands. It's 1-2. 1-2 count. Righty-righty matchup. Infield back into the left. Outfield deep and straight away. Anything that drops in over the infield would score at least 2 runs. Teoscar steps out of the box for a second. Sir Anthony looking in. Gets back on the bump. The pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him with the gas on the outer edge, and that'll end the inning. So a big strikeout by Sir Anthony Dominguez. When we return, we'll get the top of the order for Toronto. Springer, Lukes, Guerrero. They trail by 2 with 2 innings left.
Okay, this is a genuine question to like older people. What did you do before you could look something up? Like, if you saw someone and you were like, oh, they remind me of that actor. What was that? What's his name? Like, and you couldn't, and none of your friends knew. Would you go to a library?
So it kind of went like this. God, what's the name of that guy? It was in the movie. He's got like a weird name. I can't think of it. I don't know. Okay, then I'm just going to sit here and not know. And no, we could not use the library because the library was not like Google. You can't go into a library and like look at the book. The books don't answer you. So we just didn't know. Dustin Hoffman, yes!
The 9 greatest center fielders. Here's number 7.
He is so much fun to watch right now because he is doing everything that all the scouts told us he could do. A 2-run homer, a 3-run homer. What a performance by the 19-year-old Andrew Jones.
My main thing I wanted to do is just go out there and play and be the best I can be at my position.
Going at the wall, up the wall. He made the catch. What a play.
He also has put himself in a level of you think he's going to catch everything. I mean, literally, when the ball leaves the bat, you figured, no, Andrew's got it.
People always ask me who was the best position player that I played with, through the years, and it was Andrew Jones.
Andrew Jones has done it again.
The best defender that I've ever played with. 10 Gold Gloves, 430 homers, was my bodyguard for so many years.
When you're in the conversation as the greatest of all time to play the position of center field with a guy like Willie Mays, I think that says a lot.
A special thanks to the greatest center fielder that I've ever seen in Andrew Jones.
To have my number retired next to Mr. Hank Aaron, number 44, blew my mind. I'm thankful for the Braves for giving me this opportunity to play the game that I love.
Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. We head to the bottom of the 8th, locked up in a tight one. Three to 1 your score. Dodgers have the lead, and they will send Roki Sasaki out there for a 2-inning save. He's set to face Springer, Lukes, and Guerrero. Sasaki with the Gold Glove, kicks and fires. Drops the splitter down and away at 1-0. It's 3 for 3 in saves in this postseason. 9 2/3 innings, just 1 earned run. The 1-0. Inside, and Springer takes the seat. Some high cheese, a little chin music. It's 2-0. Adam Hamari, the home plate umpire, goes up there to dust off home plate to give Springer a chance to gather himself. The 2-0. 100 miles an hour up there. Just touches the top of the zone, 2-1. Springer, you can tell, didn't like that call. It did look like it touched the top of the zone. Not much of it, but the bottom part of that ball, the 2-1 pitch. Swing, saws it off foul, 2-2. So a 2-2 count. Standing on deck is the left-handed bat of Lukes. He represents the tying run. Vladdy in the hole. Bichette, if the line keeps moving. The 2-2. Swing, and he's going to dribble that down the right field line, and that ball's going to roll. Springer slams on the brakes, and it'll be a leadoff single for the Blue Jays. He thought about heading down towards second, but that was going to be a really, really close play. And I'm sure he's thinking no sense of getting thrown out in the World Series when you trail by 2 and you're the leadoff man. Freddie Freeman almost knocked that ball down. It's kind of an inside-out swing. Had just enough on it to get past Freddie. And Nathan Lukes, the batter, righty-lefty matchup. First pitch off the way is a 4-seam fastball. Misses the spot. It's 1-0. I think bringing Sasaki in for a 2-out save is more of them not trusting Trinan than anything else. The 1-0. Right there at the knees. 1-1. Remember, the Dodgers signed a ton of arms in the bullpen in the offseason. Spent a ton of money, and they all didn't pan out. Tanner Scott's the first one that comes to mind. 1-1 count, outside wide, 2-1. Of course, you had Kirby Yates. I mean, you had a lot of guys that you just figure the law of averages. At least one of them makes it to the end. 2-1 count. Blue Jay fans trying to root Lukes on the pitch. Outside wide, 98 miles an hour. Ball 3-1. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. standing on deck. Got to figure he's going to get something to hit. The 3-1. 4-seamer right down the pipe. Full count. So the 3-2. Sasaki looking in. Kicks and fires. Swing. Lifts it. High into center field. It's going to be underneath it is Tommy Edman, F8 in your scorecard, and there's one away. One on, one out. And Vladimir Guerrero Jr., who's 1 for 3 on the day. He roasted a double down the left field line his last time up. First pitch. Drops a splitter there on the inner cut. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Down and in. Splitter all the way. 1-1. Bo Bichette stands on deck. Dalton Varsho in the hole. Dodgers lead it 3-1. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Splitter came out of his shoes. It's 1-2. If this lead holds, the Dodgers, Blue Jays game number 7 tomorrow night. If not, Toronto will be dancing in the streets. We'll stay on a little extra for everyone to celebrate. The 1-2 just misses below the knees. That looked like that might have hit the zone. It's a good frame. Where they're framing it, it hit the zone, but where the ball actually dropped, it was actually a good call. The 2-2 just got a piece of it to stay alive. We'll do it again, 2-2. 2-2 count. Pitch on the way from Sasaki. Inside. That one came dangerously close to his hands. Full count. So a full count. Springer at first. Infield back into the left. Huge hole on the right side. Dodgers lead it 3-1. The pitch. High and out of the zone. Ball 4. And he'll head on down to first. Pryor's going to come out there with the interpreter to talk to Sasaki. Bo Bichette, the batter, and once again Varsho will be standing on deck. Tying run at first. Here we go. Bo Bichette coming to the plate. Runners at first and second. Still one out. The infield back into the left. Freddie Freeman's playing a little more to the right of halfway. So a lot of real estate down that right field line if he shoots one down there. It could tie the game. First pitch on the way is a splitter in the dirt. It's 1-0. Bichette just coming off the IL, starting this World Series. Batting .333 in this World Series. .333 for the postseason. 1-0. Swing and a miss. 97, blew it right by him. It's 1-1. The 1-1 count. Pitch on the way, swing, pops it up. Foul territory, third base side. Mookie Betts chasing, and he'll make the catch, and there's 2 away. Now, not for nothing, Sasaki has thrown 21 pitches. So if he does come out for the 9th inning, I don't think there's any way he could pitch in tomorrow's game. They may have something else in mind, but when he came in the 8th, I was assuming a 2-inning save. But to get that, you normally want that first inning to be pretty quick. Varsho, the batter. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Pitch in the dirt. Good block by Smith to keep the runners at bay. It's 0-1. 3 runs, 4 hits, 1 error for the Dodgers. 1-7-0 for the Blue Jays. Tying run at first. Go-ahead run at the plate. The 0-1. Four-seamer way outside wide, 1-1. 1-1 count. Kicks and fires in the dirt, 2-1. Infield back to the right. The 2-1 pitch. Swing, hits it hard on the ground, but right at Rojas. It's going to be a 4-3 put out, and that'll end the inning. We head to the 9th inning. The Dodgers will grab the bats, see if they can extend this lead. Game number 6 in the Fall Classic. Game number 7 looming on deck.
What the hell is that? What? You told me to put on an old costume. Not from when you were 8. Mom, you cannot have a problem with this. I'm Mother Teresa. Are you kidding me? What? I'm her back when she was hot.
Intentional grounding. Offense number 7. It's a 10-yard penalty. I'm talking to America here. Excuse me. Penalty and a loss of down. Second down.
When people find out your job, what annoying thing they always say. Let me hold something, big money. Well, he got it. He ain't even got to worry about that. You can get me on. But how they hire you? They pay good over there? How they do their drug tests over there? Y'all work in the air conditioning? Hey, how long it took you to go to school for that? If I apply, I can put you down for a reference? Or they ain't gonna hire nobody like me. I can keep going, but that's just some of the questions that I get asked. What y'all get asked?
Carlos Beltran emerged as a young star for the Kansas City Royals, winning the 1999 Rookie of the Year award.
Boy, he is really something. A switch hitter, he could run, throw, he could do it all. 5-tool guy.
Carlos Beltran scorches this pitch. That was as pure a left-handed swing as you will see.
In 2004, he was traded to the Astros in time for their playoff push.
This guy is something.
Beltran would go on to have an historic postseason in 2004, hitting 8 home runs for the Astros.
You sit up here almost speechless. I mean, this kid on a national stage is showing everybody.
His playoff success in 04 launched him to a 7-year deal with the Mets.
God, he's done it again. Both sides of the plate today, homering for the switch hitter Carlos Beltran.
41 home runs, playing Gold Glove center field, could do it all.
Talk about one of the best switch hitters that the game has ever seen.
Home run number 400 for Carlos Beltran.
You talk about talent. What a talent, Carlos Beltran.
Delay of game. Defense number 55. We're making a move that's not necessarily like football.
Your score, top of the 9th inning. Dodgers lead it, and coming to the plate to start it all off will be Max Muncy. He'll be followed by Kike Hernandez and then Tommy Edman. Chris Bassett will be coming to the bump for the Blue Jays. Thought they may hold him off till tomorrow, but if he just throws the 1 inning, he should be good to go tomorrow as well. Thought you wouldn't see Bassett unless they had a lead. I guess is what I'm getting at. Righty-lefty matchup is the first pitch on the way. Right there, 92 on the inner cut, sinker at the knees. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Bassett has given up no earned runs this postseason with 6 2/3. Brings it. Check swing, went around. It's 0-2. Oh-2 count. I would tend to think it's going to be a piggyback for the Blue Jays if there's a Game 7 tomorrow. They've got Scherzer listed as a starter, but I would think Shane Bieber, you're going to see him as well as the 0-2 fouls it away. They were on one of the national pundit shows saying that after he threw his last one, they didn't think he'd pitch again. But if that were the case, then they would have already put him on the IL and brought someone else. So it'll be all hands on deck tomorrow as the 0-2 down and in, 1-2. The only guys you could expect not to see would be the guys that started tonight. Other than that, and I honestly wouldn't put anything past Yamamoto. I could see him giving them an inning. It wouldn't be well advised. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, check swing, or foul tip, I should say, as he went through it and got a piece of it, but Kirk held on, 1 away. So I think you're going to get a combination. I think both teams are probably going to essentially, it's going to be not quite a bullpen game, but you're going to get Scherzer to go through the order one time, Bieber, and they may mix someone else in there. So first pitch is outside wide to Kike Hernandez. It's 1-0. You might even get an inning out of Trey Savage. And then Bassett, I thought he would be ready to roll for 2 innings, but him pitching tonight, he may just be the one. Pitch is foul back out of play. It's 1-1. So a 1-1 count. And if they don't tie the game up as the 1-1 swing and a miss, it's 1-2. There's a very strong chance that you're going to have Hoffman available out of the pen for 2+ innings. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got up with the sweeper on the edge. 2 down. Yeah, it's got nothing to do with Max being fresh or not, PJ. It's the fact that his numbers are terrible. And as he goes through a lineup a second and third time, his numbers, the offensive numbers for the opponent go way up. So you could get two times through the count, with 2 times through the order with them. But with this Dodgers order, you're really not expecting that. As the pitch on the way to Tommy Edman is sawed off and fouled down the line. Just fouled. It's 0-1. Yeah, most of the guys are going to be pretty fresh after the off day, but it's got nothing to do with that. I mean, he had an ERA north of 5 this year. His ERA in the postseason has been just below 5, and this would be the second time that they would have seen him in less than a week. The 0-1. Swing, rips it down the line, foul. 0-2. Now all that goes out the window if you get a big lead or he just happens to be really on it. But they're going to go into the game with a game plan of trying to limit the damage for both sides. When you look at the Dodgers side, Glasnow is not going to be expected to go through the order more than once or twice. The 0-2. Outside, wide, 1-2. If this is 2019 Max Scherzer, they want him out there for 7-8 innings. But Those days are long gone. 1-2 count. Bassett brings it. Swing chopper over the head of Bassett. In fact, he dodged out of the way so it could get scooped by Jimenez. He'll fire it to first, and that'll end the inning. So a 13-pitch inning for Bassett. We'll head to the bottom of the ninth. Last chance for Toronto. They trail by 2. Alejandro, Kirk, Barger, and Clement are due to the plate when we return.
My Lord, a snapping turtle.
Boy, what the hell is a snapping turtle? Boy, there's no reason your tongue should roll that hard to where you can't make a T.
I'm back with a pirka and these Takis chips.
A pirka? What the hell is a pirka? And some of y'all with these meals, I don't understand how y'all just be popping up and think you gotta take a picture of it. If you eating something like this, you got a chain around your neck in the basement and you bark at people. What you got here? Vanilla beans and rice, a 6-inch cream-filled mayonnaise Subway sandwich, a chicken neck, 2 stolen quail eggs, and the oldest gas station pizza you can find. Them beans look like Skittles when all the flavor come off it. Who feeding you, a witch? What that little meat is in the corner, man? This exotic. I ain't never had no baked turtle leg.
The 9 greatest center fielders. Number 5.
Duke Snider was certainly one of the great center fielders of all time, as his Hall of Fame induction suggested.
This is one deep to right, way back there, going. A home run for Duke Snider. That is number 400 for the Duke.
Snider happened to play in a period when there were 3 great center fielders in baseball: Willie Mays, Mickey Mantle, and Duke Snider.
Willie, Mickey, and the Duke, people try to leave Duke out, but Duke was a tremendous hitter. He could hit the ball hard.
When the subject turned to New York center fielders in the 50s, of course you had Willie and Mickey, but you couldn't overlook the Duke. Snider had 5 straight seasons in which he hit 40 or more home runs and had more than 100 RBIs 6 times.
Snider also had the most home runs of any Major League player in the 1950s and was a very good defensive center fielder.
The Duke of Flatbush was the centerpiece of the great Brooklyn Dodger teams that won 5 pennants in the 1950s.
One of the defining players on one of the most significant teams in baseball history.
Alejandro Kirk will come on to lead this sucker off as we head to the bottom of the 9th inning. Dodgers lead it 3-1. 3 runs, 4 hits, and an error for the Trolley Dodgers. 1 run, 7 hits, no errors for the Bluebirds. Toronto leads the series 3-2, so if this score holds, Game 7 tomorrow night right here on the BCR. First pitch on the way is a 99-mile-an-hour fastball. Sasaki bringing it to 0-1. That was his 26th pitch of the night. The 0-1. Swing, fouls it away. It's 0-2. I still say that it was pre-planned that if they went 7 games, it was going to be Ohtani. I'm talking about coming into this game. And that's why Sasaki's up for another inning. The 0-2 inside that ball. Get him. Did it hit him or it hit the bat? They're coming out to check on him, so it must have gotten him in the hand, Alejandro Kirk. It bounced straight up, so it looked like it probably hit his hand. Just couldn't tell if it was his hand or if it was... Take another look at it. Yeah, it did. It kind of ricocheted off his left forearm and into the top of his hand, just missing his wrist. So it didn't hit the hand dead on. It kind of ricocheted. He'll stay at first. I thought they might pinch run for him, but it looks like they're going to leave him in. Guess the idea that this game could end up being nope, never mind. Miles Straw is going to come in I don't think that has anything to do with the injury. They did this before. If this game were to go to extra innings, they would bring Heineman on to catch. The righty-lefty matchup, Addison Barger representing the tying run. 3-1 your score. Dodgers trying to hold on and force a Game 7. First pitch on the way. It's swung on, foul back out of play. 98-mile-an-hour fastball. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Kicks and fires. Splitter off the edge. It's 1-1. A 1-1 count. Swing, pops it up. Four-seam fastball giving chase down the... It's going to bend into the crowd. Barely into the crowd. 1-2. Both Kike Hernandez and Muncy were giving chase. And right there where the kind of jets out from the corner, it dropped into the stands. Barger will head back to home plate. See if he can work his way aboard as he lives to tell that tale. The 1-2. Outside wide, 2-2. So a 2-2 count. It should be noticed Sasaki's up at 32 pitches. Now he was a starter at one point, so it's not like he's never thrown that many, but he's been in the bullpen. The 2-2. Swing! That ball's lifted high and deep into left center field. That's going to go off the wall. It's going to bury itself into the wall. And Dean, who has come on to play center field, raises his hands. He's wanting a grounds rule double. The runner comes around to score. It's 3-2, but hold the phone. Let's see what the call is going to be. It looks like they're going to call it a grounds rule double. The ball buried itself into the padding. And a heads-up play by Dean to know the rules. He stuck his hands up, didn't try to get the ball out. You'll have runners at second and third. It's a little ticky-tack. Honestly, he can get the ball out of there. But it's a good heads-up defensive play by Dean to raise his hand up. So it is 3-1 still. It's not 3-2. We'll have runners at second and third. And so there's still nobody out. If they did not call it, it's going to be an inside the park home run because the runners kept going and it would have tied the game. But they are going to call it a grounds rule double, and that's going to be it for Sasaki. He gets ran out again in the postseason. And trying to look, I think that might be Glasnow coming out of the pen. I have to double check, not 100% sure. Yep, it is Tyler Glasnow. We'll be back in a flash. The Blue Jays trail by 2, but the runners are in scoring position with nobody out. On this date in 1912, Ty Cobb goes 1 for 4 in the Detroit Tigers' 4-1 victory over Washington at Navin Field. The Tiger outfielder singled for his 68th hit in 137 at-bats, a .535 average during July, the most ever collected in a single month by a major leaguer. On this date in 1930, the New York Yankees edged the Boston Red Sox 14-13. Thanks to Lou Gehrig's offensive output. The Iron Horse collects 8 RBI with a grand slam and 2 doubles in the Fenway Park shootout. And on this date in 1954, in Brooklyn's Ebbets Field, using a borrowed bat, Joe Adcock hits 4 home runs in one game and a double, which misses by inches of being his 5th round tripper in the Braves' 15-7 victory over the Dodgers. Milwaukee's first baseman, 18 total bases, collected on 7 pitches, sets a major league record, surpassing the old mark established in 1950 by the Brooklyn Dodgers' Gil Hodges. And that's your Braves Country Radio on this date in baseball history. Find us on YouTube and Facebook today. So here we go. They're re-showing the walk-off home run by Joe Carter 32 years ago. Wouldn't that be something? Bottom of the 9th. Nobody out. And Tyler Glasnow is going to come on, normally a starter. The infield is back as they'll give up at least 1 run. Righty-righty matchup. Ernie Clement, the batter. Glasnow, 1.50 ERA in this postseason, all on starts. First pitch on the way, swing, pops it up in the infield. Not quite a can of corn, just a dying quail under the glove of Freddie Freeman. And it's 1 pitch, 1 out. It's a big one. Runners on second and third. And the game, a 2-run game. Dodgers lead it 3-1 here in the 9th. And that'll bring Andres Jimenez to the plate. Jimenez, righty-lefty matchup. First pitch on the way, high and out of the zone. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Kicks and fires. That ball is swung on, lifted into left field. Kike Hernandez charging the plate, throws it to second. Miguel Rojas makes the catch. He doubles up the runner, holds the bag. He is out. He is out. Dodgers win. Dodgers win. The LA Dodgers win. A heads-up play by Kike Hernandez. Bad base running. By Barger as he gets picked off. You got to make sure that ball's going to fall. And the Kike Hernandez, they're showing the replay. He definitely made the throw in time. A 1-hopper and a good job by Rojas to make sure the ball didn't handcuff him. And the LA Dodgers have forced a Game 7 here in Toronto. It was a decent throw, a solid throw by Kike, but honestly, bad base running by the Blue Jays. Barger just got overly aggressive, thinking that ball was going to drop and he was going to have a chance to tie the game up. And George Springer, who was on deck, will have to wait till tomorrow night. 3-1 the victory. Yamamoto, 6 innings, 6 strikeouts. He'll get the win. The loss goes to Gausman, though he pitched a good game himself. Just gave up 3 runs in that third, and the Blue Jays could never scratch her back. So we've got the best words in all of sport happening tomorrow night. Game 7. We'll see you here, Blue Jays and Dodgers and all of baseball fans. Have a great night. Game ball. I think you got to give it to Mookie Betts. He came through with the big hit. 2 RBIs. 3 runs, 4 hits, 1 error for the Dodgers. 1 run, 8 hits, no errors for the Blue Jays, but a big mental error at second for Barja. See you tomorrow night. Y'all have a great one. Casey at the Bat by Ernest Lawrence Thayer. The outlook wasn't brilliant for the Mudville Nine that day. The score stood 4-2, but with 1 inning more to play. And when Cooney died at first and Barrows did the same, a pall-like silence fell upon the patrons of the game. A straggling few got up to go in deep despair. The rest clung to the hope which springs eternal in the human breast. They thought, if only Casey could but get a whack at that, we'd put up even money now with Casey at the bat. But Flynn preceded Casey, as did Jimmy Blake, and the former was a hoodoo, while the latter was a cake. So upon that stricken multitude, grim, melancholy sat, for there seemed but little chance of Casey getting to the bat. But Flynn let drive a single, to the wonderment of all, and Blake, the much despised, tore the cover off the ball. And when the dust had lifted and men saw what had occurred, there was Jimmy safe at second and Flynn a hugging third. Then from 5,000 throats and more rose a lusty yell. It rumbled through the valley, it rattled in the dell. It pounded on the mountain and recoiled upon the flat, for Casey, mighty Casey, was advancing to the bat. There was ease in Casey's manner as he stepped into his place. There was pride in Casey's bearing, and a smile lit Casey's face. And when responding to the cheers, he lightly doffed his hat. No stranger in the crowd could doubt 'twas Casey at the bat. 10,000 eyes were on him as he rubbed his hands with dirt. 5,000 tongues applauded when he wiped them on his shirt. Then while the writhing pitcher ground the ball into his hip, defiance flashed in Casey's eye, a sneer cooled Casey's lip. And now the leather-covered sphere came hurtling through the air, and Casey stood a-watching it in a haughty grandeur there. Closed by the sturdy batsman, the ball unheeded sped. That ain't my style, said Casey. Strike one, the umpire said. From the benches black with people, there went up a muffled roar, like the beating of a storm waves on a stern and distant shore. Kill him! Kill the umpire! Shouted someone on the stand, and it's likely they'd have killed him had not Casey raised his hand. With a smile of Christian charity, great Casey's visage shone. He stilled the rising tumult, he bade the game go on. He signaled to the pitcher, and once more the dun sphere flew. But Casey ignored it, and the umpire said, "Strike two!" "Fraud!" cried the maddened thousands, and echoed answered, "Fraud!" But one scornful look from Casey, and the audience was awed. They saw his face grow stern and cold. They saw his muscles strain. And they knew that Casey wouldn't let that ball go by again. The sneer is from Casey's lip. His teeth are clenched in hate. He pounds with cruel violence, his bat upon the plate. And now the pitcher holds the ball, and now he lets it go. And now the air is shattered by the force of Casey's blow. Oh, somewhere in the favored land, the sun is shining bright. The band is playing somewhere, and somewhere hearts are light. And somewhere men are laughing, and somewhere children shout. But there is no joy in Mudville. Mighty Casey has struck out. Casey at the Bat, Ernest Lawrence Thayer, published June 3rd, 1888. San Francisco Examiner.
Goodbye, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. We're back tomorrow with another show. Well, unless we're fired, we'll talk to you then. Goodbye, sweetheart. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Guys and gals, it's time to go. We'll see you on the next show.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
It's closing time, y'all. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Have a great one. On your way out, please like and subscribe. And don't forget to tip your favorite bartender. We'll see you. I'm Mac McGee, signing off for Braves Country Radio.